Let's get nasty on a Monday. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202 Your Time Check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. What an instant classic last night. You heard Mike Tirico on the NBC broadcast last night as the Bills stage a dramatic comeback against the Ravens. Some people may have went to bed or even left the stadium last night, and they missed an improbable comeback as Derrick Henry puts one on the ground to allow the Bills to come back.
Oh, yeah, I have to. We're in a safe place here, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so last night, Ashley had the Video Music Awards on.
Oh, no.
So I sat in the chair pouting long enough, just playing on my phone and not participating at all, to finally she turned the football game on. Second quarter, watching this, came back. Third quarter, I'm like, oh, yeah, then out of reach. So I'm like, okay, I give her the remote. I'm like, okay, put on whatever you want.
Sure.
So she puts on Suits. We love Suits. It's a good show.
Sure,
We haven't gotten through it yet. It's a great show.
It's a good show.
So we're in season 9 right now. Anyways, and I don't think we shut it off, go to bed. Get up, go to the gym this morning on the treadmill. I couldn't believe what I saw. I thought it was like a replay of like a year or two ago, like something happened. I'm like, what? So I pull up the phone. I'm like, son of a. So I was one of those people.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm ashamed of myself.
Well,
Yes, Marshy. Yes,
you know, all right. Let me back a teammate here. There were so many times in that game where you said, it's over
They're up
with.
by like 20 points at one point, or 18 or whatever the heck
I think at one point, I think it was 15 points with three and change
Under 4
left.
minutes left to go.
Yeah. I mean, there were several times. There's DeAndre Hopkins, the one-handed touch. I'm like, game over.
You're not coming back from that.
Lamar Jackson with another brilliant run, or Derrick Henry bust off another one. Game's over. So in fairness to you, Jamie, you weren't alone, I'm sure, in people turning off the game.
I feel shame, though.
My question is, as the Ravens lose 41-40, despite the offseason focus of fixing mistakes, they lost last year. Of course, Mark Andrews put the ball on the ground a couple of times. He wasn't the only. I mean, Lamar Jackson had a key turnover in that AFC title game loss to, or not. I'm sorry, not the AFC title game loss. The divisional game loss, because obviously the Chiefs and Bills played in the AFC title game. But you still had it last night. You had Derrick Henry with the fumble late. You had Luke missing the crucial extra point that wound up being big, despite Buffalo, I mean, trying every which way to not get an extra point and or a 2-point. Jair Alexander's defensive pass interference extended a Bills drive at one point, tipped fourth down pass and the Bills touchdown. There's some fluke. That was luck. Yeah. I mean, in a lot of the games that were improbable yesterday, there was some luck. Mm-hmm. And of course you had the one that's tipped off when Keon Coleman.
It just misses the defensive back. Yep. It falls right into the hands in the end zone.
Ravens almost had an interception, too, when Josh Palmer didn't come back to that ball. Yep. Ended up hitting the ground, so Bills retained possession.
For me, it goes. I mean, there were so many different instances. You talked about the missed extra point. You talked about the attempted 2-point conversions by Buffalo over and over again. That play before half, I had a feeling that was going to bite Baltimore in the butt. Mm-hmm. Right? You're up 10. You rushed nobody, which means you dropped 11.
Oh, yes.
And you're taught in that situation, the opposing team has no timeouts. It's boundary coverage. It's sideline coverage. We're standing on the sideline. Yeah. You can catch the ball in the middle of the field if you want to, but you can't catch it on the sideline and step out of bounds. And they caught it, stepped out of bounds. I think the refs gave whatever. You shouldn't have caught it, but they gave them a second, and they kicked the field goal, which gave them 3 more points. You won by 1. So that play, as meaningless as people will think, that's not a big deal, those 3 points mattered. Mm-hmm. And then you talk about the opportunities, you put the ball on the ground, you're up 8. Derrick Henry, I don't recall the last time I've seen him fumble. He puts it on the ground. You allow a touchdown, which comes off of a tip pass. You still get the ball back because they don't get the 2-point conversion, and you're still up 2, and you go 3 and out. You don't get a first down. You don't pick up any yards. You don't do anything going forward. And this is why people will say, well, Josh Allen is great, and he is. And Lamar can't finish. It is a team game. Lamar Jackson played his butt off last night, 14 for 19, 2 touchdowns, 70 yards rushing. Derrick Henry played his butt off last night, 3 30-yard runs, like 30-plus yard runs. He was amazing. But then he puts the ball on the ground. It is a team game. And the defense, Jair Alexander was getting cooked in that last drive. He was looking around. Josh Palmer caught a corner route. I don't know what the hell Jair was looking at. He was lost in space. It was a team loss for the Baltimore Ravens last night. They lost that game completely, and they did not finish it. They did not take care of their business. You're up 2 touchdowns, 15 points in the fourth quarter. You got the ball and you don't finish the game. That's on you.
Well, how about Roquan Smith missed a huge tackle on the James Cook. I think it was a screen pass. It was either a screen or flat.
It was a flat. He's trying to knock the ball out, as opposed to just making the tackle.
And that
He's
went
trying
for
to strip
60.
the ball. Yeah, it was a lot of different things in that game.
They're fortunate though with the corner on the one play, who actually had a nice night because he broke up the 2-point conversion. Yeah, so Wiggins chased down Cook. They scored anyways on the Josh Allen sneak. But yeah, you're right. It was a lot. It was a team loss last night.
You mentioned Sean McDermott going for 2 points a few different times throughout that game. I thought the biggest coaching blunder though that night or last night was Baltimore not going for it on 4th down to seal the game.
You got Derrick Henry.
Or
Lamar.
Well, now Lamar he did say that he was suffering from cramps. Otherwise, he would have pushed.
Yeah, but the Bills don't know that.
Understandably, I'm just saying what he said.
Yeah.
If he didn't have the cramps, he would have pushed John Harbaugh to go for it on 4th down. I would have went for it. You give the ball to Lamar Jackson. You run an RPO or whatever you do it. You either keep it or give it to Derrick Henry, and you win that game, because I knew the second they punted, the Bills were going to win that game. You just felt it.
Can we talk about Josh Allen just for a second here? And I know there were a couple, every quarterback, every game like that has some luck involved. There's no doubt. He threw for 394 yards, though.
Yeah. He was. You
got to give him a little bit of credit here.
He was great. The Bills' defense was not great at all. I mean, their running game got gashed. But Ed Oliver came up with 2 of the biggest plays in that game. He crushed Derrick Henry in the backfield on one play, and he was the one that forced the fumble on Henry that turned the game. So there was more big plays on that we're probably not discussing with the Bills. But you're right. I mean, Josh Allen put on a show last night. They've got a legit number 1 receiver now in Keon Coleman too. They said that I think Collins was just talking about on the broadcast how much he worked in the offseason, matured in the offseason. They got a different Keon Coleman back in the offseason or in training camp, and right out of the gates he was great. But Josh Allen got the ball to different wide receiver. This is what he does. It's the Josh Allen offense. Whether it's Dalton Kincaid or Dawson Knox or Shakir.
I thought it was a really good game, both sides. I just think Baltimore lost that game more than Buffalo won it, if that makes sense.
Oh, for sure. I agree.
Baltimore did everything in their power to not finish that game correctly, to not seal the deal, to not close the door, and they allowed Buffalo to continue to stay in the game. And when you have a quarterback like Josh Allen, if you do that, and again, the pass to Keon Coleman, the touchdown, I mean, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and that was a very lucky play, tipped by the tight end. It was a few plays and Josh Allen threw some darts. He threw some really good passes, but Baltimore lost that game, and there is no one and I'm sure that they're looking at that film today, and they're going to say, yeah, we lost this game. We didn't take care of our business, and we gave a game away on the road in the conference, and that could be an issue, later on in the season
for home field advantage.
When you have a game like that, you're right, Carey. Some teams lose the game, some teams win the game. I'm always a big believer in it's a combination, because there are things that the Bills did that disrupted the Ravens too. There are things that the Ravens made mistakes on that the Bills took advantage of. There's all sorts of things. It's not just Baltimore decided to play crappy and the Bills just luckily won that game.
They didn't decide to play. They played crappy pretty much the entire game. Defensively, the way that they were covering, Jair Alexander looked like he's never played corner a day in his life. Clearly, it's not. He looked so lost at times that he was unable to know where Josh Palmer was. It was bad. And you talked about that pass, a simple check down, a great play call. They slid the line to the left. And James Cook was on the left side. He slips out to the right. That's always going to throw the defenders off because they don't expect him to come across and slip out into the flat. But that can't go for 60 yards. That's a blown assignment because one of the linebackers is supposed to cover him instead of blitzing. Once he goes, you got to follow him. And they didn't cover him, and they didn't tackle him. And so there were so many mistakes by Baltimore last night. They were the better team for 3 3/4 of the game. But they just didn't finish.
Feels like.
Unfortunately, I do.
They were,
Again.
You know what? I should
It's
have.
fine.
I didn't have to do
That was
that.
unnecessary.
you know what?
But it was spot on, actually.
It was on point.
The apple was right there. You grabbed it. I get it.
You know what, though?
I mean,
Here, eat this.
You talk about luck. Imagine if Keon Coleman doesn't get tripped up heading to the end zone.
oh, yeah.
Like, that actually benefited Buffalo because
The one play
I thought
made.
the same thing.
I think the
He was about to
Ravens,
go score.
And the
Yes.
Ravens would have got the ball back.
with 3 timeouts, I think they actually, if he scores, I almost guarantee you the Ravens go down and score
Right.
and win that game. That's just how crazy that game was. And I don't know if we see a better game all season long. It just happened to happen in week 1 of the NFL
When I
season.
saw that play today, in my head, I'm like, okay, you can't just give up. Like, as a defensive player, like, I'll never give up on a play.
Yeah.
But had he gave up on the play or just not tripped him,
You would have had an opportunity.
Yeah, if he missed the tackle, you're set up.
Yes.
The one time you want him to miss the tackle, he trips him up.
Oh, man.
Because Keon Coleman was trying to score.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He has no clue. Like, he's like, boom, caught it.
He wasn't taking a
touchdown.
knee.
Hell
He
no.
wasn't doing that lay down on the 1 yard line.
He was going to score.
Yep.
He's not going to give away points like his head coach did throughout the night.
Harsh but fair. Wow. It's Fastnet on 101 ESPN, and we've got more NFL. We've got some college football. Mizzou and Illinois with some big victories over the weekend. Carey was in North Carolina. North Carolina for the Duke and Illinois game, and slow first half for Illinois, but they certainly took charge. And Mizzou was the opposite. They had a rough first quarter, settled in, and wound up pulling away in the second half. But we'll get to those games. But you know what? There's a local team that's not dead yet, guys. They might be a walking zombie, but they're still walking around. Your Cardinals took 2 of 3 from the Giants over the weekend, and they're only 4.5 games back.
Oh, boy.
Is this the best case scenario for the Cardinals in 2025? All things considered. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Selling your home can be stressful, especially right now. The market is all over the place. Interest rates are up and down, and people aren't sure exactly what's going on. Well, don't trust any average agent right now. If you want to sell your home fast and for the most money, please call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. What does Gloria guarantee? She guarantees to sell your home at the agreed upon sales price, or she will pay you the difference. And she guarantees all that in handwriting. Why is she so confident? I've said this before. She's got over 24,000 buyers in waiting. So the moment you call Gloria Lou, you might as well start packing, because your home will be sold. It'll be sold quickly and for the most money. And then Gloria's right there for you. Answer any questions that you need, any advice that she can give you, she will. And she's going to get you to the closing table and going to make sure that you are completely satisfied with the sale of your home. So for that great service and to maximize the sale of your home, just pick up the phone, call Gloria Lou, tell her Jamie Rivers sent you. Her number's 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888. Or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. As always, Gloria and the seller must agree upon sales price as well as the possession date.
Still nobody out. And Walker, base hit to left field. Cardinals will take the lead. Win is in. Hampson behind him. Cardinals walk it off.
Jordan Walker, walk-off hit on Saturday as the Giants and Cardinals at that point had tied the series, and the Cardinals won the series yesterday with their victory. So they took 2 of 3 against San Francisco, lost the opener, and then won the last 2. That audio courtesy of MLB on Fox, again, over the weekend. So we'll get into the Cardinals here in a second. But we got some Blues and Brews giveaway tickets to give away. Contest winner receives 2 tickets to Blues and Brews next Friday, September 19th at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Get fired up for the blues season at this outdoor street party featuring live music from the band Perry, plus appearances by blues players and alumni, food trucks, on-stage festivities hosted by 101 ESPN's Chris Kerber and Joey Vitale, and more. Tickets are on sale now for Blues and Brews, presented by Bud Light, 101 ESPN, 92.3 WIL, and Scott Lee Heating Company. Find all the details at 101ESPN.com. Here is your trivia question. There is a head coach in the NFL that has blown 17 double-digit second-half leads since 1991. It is the most in the NFL. This coach is one of just 3 head coaches to lose 2 games with 15-plus point fourth-quarter leads. Who is that head coach? Nope, hand down.
Okay,
Got to give a ticket. Got to give some tickets away for Blues and Brews. So if you have the correct answer and you're the 101st texter to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646, you'll get the Blues and Brews tickets. And we've got more tickets to give away a little bit later on, but your opportunity is right now. Cardinals, again, boys, only 4.5 games out. They're 7-3 over their last 10 games. And they got some young guys playing some meaningful baseball right now. I think if you're looking at it, all things considered, with the expectations being low coming into the season, and let's be honest, outside of May, throughout the season, I think this is the best case scenario as of right now. You get a little momentum heading into the offseason if you don't wind up making the postseason. If you wind up making it, it's miraculous. But again, you got young guys contributing. So I think, for all intents and purposes, best case scenario right now.
Well, since you put it that way, yes, I agree. Yeah, it could be a lot worse if there were 10.5 games out and there's no chance of anything, or just it doesn't feel even important at that point to be playing these games. And it could be the same result at the end of it where you miss the playoffs anyways.
Right.
They could lose 3-4 in a row here. But some of these young players are getting, we call them high pressure games. That's what you want. You want to see Jordan Walker perform. He had the walk-off for the victory there. That's a big moment for him, and those are moments that you hope confidence starts to rise for the young man. Nolan Gorman. People can say what they want about Nolan Gorman and his swing and miss and all the things, home run or strikeout, but let's focus on the overall development of the player. He went from being a spotty second baseman to a third baseman who struggled mightily defensively at first, showed some improvement, made some plays. Now he looks really good at first base. Is he a future first baseman? I don't know, because you have a bit of a log jam there with Contreras that's still around. I don't imagine that with the Cardinals. But no, to the overall point.
Hold on.
What?
Not winning and yet... not winning overall, and yet you still got log jams.
Log jams.
Okay,
Yep.
Go ahead. Yep.
It's what happens when you have several players.
So much talent.
Several players.
You can't pick the right ones to get so much talent.
Playing the same positions. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry. I cut you off.
No, you're good. If you're trying to pull some positive out of this, which if you're the Cardinals and if you're an optimistic Cardinals fan, that's what you want to do. You want to drag this into the green area and say, okay, look, not a great season. You're still only at 72 wins, 83 last year. Do you get to 83 this year? I don't know. Maybe not. But at least these young guys are playing some games down the stretch that seem to be meaningful. So it is what it is.
I mean, that is a beautiful thing. Guys getting opportunities to play in important games.
Whoa, for those that are not watching.
They are to the player.
Oh, every game is important to the
That's what I'm
player.
saying, for the young guys. So if we're isolating the young guys, these are important games for them.
It would be important if they were 20 games out of first place.
True, but they feel like they can make a difference right now.
make a difference in their career, I agree 100%. They can.
I would say, because if I was playing on this lineup, I would feel like I can make a difference and get us to the postseason. As delusional as that is.
Yeah, that's very delusional. But we are delusional athletes. I don't disagree with that at all. We are, some would say, crazy.
For those that are not watching in the snake pit, Carey used quotations when he said big games.
What does that mean?
They are big games. For the players, they're big games. For the team,
they're doing the Bucky
big
Beaver
games.
No, it's different.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, you still got a chance. Kind of, sort of.
What's
you
with
know?
Bucky Beaver again?
They got a chance. I just, listen.
4.5 out.
Anthony,
Crazier things have happened.
We went through this.
No,
we
you're
went
right.
through this last week.
Yeah.
You got 5 teams in front of you.
Well, look, I think you're 100% right. As far as the team is concerned, can we isolate just young players for a second?
I 100% agree, but I agree that these are big games, even if they are 20 games out of a wild card.
Yeah, but
spot.
it feels different.
I don't think so. I think
I
don't. I think that it's a big game because you're still trying to solidify your role on the team for 2026. That's why it's a big game. Yeah, you can have fun and you can kind of psych yourself up to believe if they got 18 games left. If they go on a 17-game winning streak, they will be in the playoffs. If they don't, they won't. If they go 16 and 2, they'll be in the playoffs.
But again, I'm focusing less on team success and more on player development.
And I think we're saying the same thing. You don't agree that it wouldn't matter if they were 20 games out of first place, that these games are still big.
Let's just flip it.
For the players.
You're playing in the NFL because that's what you did. I played in the NHL.
Go ahead. And I've been on teams that had no chance of making the playoffs, but it's still important to me to play well,
but it feels
for
different.
my contract.
If your team was, let's say, 2 wins out of the playoffs, 3 wins, okay? And you're close. Like, if mathematically, if everybody wins the right way, and Carey Davis, when I hand you off the ball, if you can make a difference to get, like, it feels different.
For me as a player, I agree. I think they do believe they're delusional and think that they can make the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't disagree with that. I ain't no player no more, and neither are you. And you know good and damn well, just like I do, this team ain't making the playoffs.
But I also know it's good for the young players to be in these situations.
That. It's good for them to be in this.
That's why I'm focusing less on the Cardinals as an organization, more on the young players.
But I think Carey's right there. You guys are saying the same thing. That it is important, but the thing that you disagree on is what the magnitude is for the players because of where they are in the standings.
I think the players agree with Jamie. I think they think that they're going to make the playoffs. I, watching with my 2 eyes, have watched 144 games. Yeah, don't feel like this team is going to make the playoffs, and I
agree with that.
I think they're dead men walking. They just are the zombies in The Walking Dead that you gotta.
You haven't shot them yet.
You ain't got to them yet. You know.
Yeah.
I think
you haven't double tapped him yet.
We'll use Jordan Walker his walk off from Saturday.
It's from a documentary.
He's been struggling. He's been struggling. I think that hit in itself means more than if they were 20 games back. Because, one, you just, at the time, tied the series up against a pretty hot San Francisco Giants team. You were down that entire game. You got a pretty good outing out of Andre Palante, which we haven't seen in a while. And the bullpen came in, did their job, and in the 9th inning, you fought your way to a win. I think that means a lot for this young team, even if we don't believe they're going to make the playoffs, but they are still mathematically in it. And it's not like the Mets are, doing a great job at trying to solidify that 3rd spot right now.
No, they're letting 4 teams hang around. Really?
Absolutely. And that was a team that's in front of you, and you just won the series. I think these are huge games for this team down the stretch. If they could have a good September, let's say they end up missing the playoffs, but if they can build upon that, then I think, at least for the fans, there's a little bit more hope. Like, oh, okay, these guys, they went through a bunch of crap during the year. They had a good May, but they ended the season good. I can get behind that because I know that there's some potential here.
I can certainly get behind certain players.
Absolutely.
At that point. I think that if you look at some of the veteran players who don't just coast into the end of the season, because, CD, as much as you and I were psychotic competitors, our jobs were always on the line.
100%.
And so I won't speak for you, but I never had the luxury of just like just go through the motions. I'll finish
Never.
out the year. I'll pick up my 2 or 3 year deal in the offseason. We're fine. Or I still got 2 or 3 years left on my deal. No, every year is a 1 year deal. And
you're playing to make the team next year.
That's
or
right.
A team next year.
And I think if nothing else, the Cardinals just sort of somewhat staying close. And the young kids playing desperate baseball, that kind of drags the veteran players into the battle too. The ones that could disengage, the guys who have enough money and have tenure and have contracts, no trade clauses, it kind of drags them into the battle because the young kids' energy it can be infectious.
Well, you know what's impressive is that they're doing this without all those old guys, without the veterans.
Well,
no
without
Wilson
Contreras,
no Arenado, no Donovan. They still managed to take 2 of 3 against the Giants, who have been playing good baseball lately.
Yeah. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We don't point fingers around here, but there was one person.
You have to.
There was one person that ruined us in Week 1 in the Pickém Challenge. We'll tell you who that is next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals take 2 of 3 over the weekend against the San Francisco Giants. The Cards will take on the Seattle Mariners tonight with Miles Michaelis on the mound. He'll face off against Brian Wu. First pitch tonight is at 8:40. On 101 ESPN, you can listen to Monday Night Football tonight between the Vikings and the Bears. Pregame starts at 6 with the kickoff at 7:15. We are going to recap Week 1 of the NFL slate. That's coming up next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Get ready to pick 'em. It's the Fast Lane Football Pick'em Challenge on 101 ESPN.
Refreshed by Bud Light, official beer of the NFL. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly.
NFL Week 1 almost in the books. We do have the Monday Night Football game for you between Marsh's Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears tonight. But as far as our Fast Lane Rizzuto Show Pick'em Challenge, Week 1 does go to the Riz Show. As I said before the break, we don't point fingers around here. If you were to say that one person cost us, it would be Brandon Kiley, who had a steaming pile of 8 points. 8 points in Week 1. I had 12. Marsh had 12. Jamie had 11. Carey had 10. BK with 8. Credit the Rizzuto Show. They were better in Week 1. I'm shocked, of course, because Moon said that we should win every week because we're the sports guys. So I don't know how that works because he was saying that you can only win if you're a sports person.
Coming from Moon, too, because he does the sports on the Rizzuto Show.
He does the sports real good.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great 3 minutes.
Yep. So we lose. Brandon Kiley got us, and we'll get him tomorrow with a little punishment.
I think we should all just, I think we should up the ante. We should buy 4 airsoft guns.
Ooh.
And he doesn't know where it's coming from. Only one of us is locked and loaded. And then
painful.
I mean, we can't even really get that.
The one to work
properly. Yeah.
And Marcy, I understand that's a technicality, okay? Mine's more of a vision. I think it would be a little more, And then every now and then we load up all of them.
When you
can't
get 4?
What?
When you get 4.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Instead of 4 in a row,
you get them all.
Get them all at one time.
Like a firing squad.
Yeah, Carey.
I'm not okay with us losing.
No.
I am okay with Kiley facing the punishment.
Yeah.
That's my official take on that. All right. NFL Week 1 Pick'em Challenge, the recap I just gave you. So the biggest storyline of Week 1, outside of Ravens-Bills, which we spent an entire segment on. Carey, your biggest storyline from Week 1.
Justin Herbert looks good.
Yeah.
I think
you
I
even
don't know
texted
if
us.
I did text you all. I think I changed mine.
Chargers look good.
I did. I had a different one. But Justin Herbert did look good. Lions and Packers. Sorry. I'm trying to stay on the rundown.
What the French toast?
Marshy looked at me.
I was just
Marshy looked at me like, that's not what you said on your list.
Hijacked my life.
Well, that's the reason why, because I knew Jamie wanted to talk about that.
I'm sorry. Justin Herbert did look good. But the biggest takeaway I had was the Lions and the Packers. Man, the Lions look like they didn't have an offensive defensive coordinator from last year. They look like they didn't have the OC and DC from last year.
They don't.
Oh. And the Packers, Jordan Love, he looks like a quarterback. And then they got this guy in the trade, Michael Parsons, who he's a really good player too. And the Packers look like they're going to win the division.
He looked like Michael Myers coming out of nowhere on that first sack that he had as a Green Bay Packer to get Jared Goff. I mean, he came out of that pile like, oh my gosh.
Jared Goff had to hear him
breathing,
snorting and chugging and feet stomping. Like, that's got to be a horrible feeling when you're the quarterback. You're like, I know there's a big guy behind me right now. I think I know who it is, but I'm going to try. Oh, no. Then you just feel the meat hooks.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, Jared Goff didn't do much of anything. It looks like
Carey.
Looks like he needed an offensive coordinator that has been there for a while.
How about an offensive line?
Hey, guys, you're missing the whole thing here. The strategy's just different this year.
Is to not run the ball either? Because they didn't do that either.
We're going to run the ball way less.
Clearly.
We're not going to air it out. What we're going to do is we're going to quickly readjust, and we're going to hit the guy in the flat all freaking night for losses. And when it's 3rd and long, we're going to hit the guy for a 3-yard pass.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If I see,
What do you call that?
One more,
Like
Kirky
Kirk
football.
Cousins.
Yeah. If I see one more play in the NFL, but mostly my Lions, to where Goff is understood, hey, and he goes right over to this guy, who the other guy's foaming at the mouth, waiting for him. What are you doing? There's no deception there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I was saying that all day watching Red Zone. I'm like, why are they? I hate when offenses throw the ball sideways to the line of scrimmage because you're just
every now
hoping
and
to break a tackle, but more than likely you're not going.
Or you're trying to set him up for maybe a go pattern later on where the guy gets right up on the line trying to cheat on it, and then maybe you go. But there was none of that. There was no deception. There was no nothing.
Mm-hmm. No. It was just a scream.
Nothing. They should be relegated to the CFL.
Whoa! How quickly return here.
Hey, it's tough in Detroit.
It is tough in Detroit. You're right. I think the Packers are legit. Like Jordan Love had all kinds of time.
He looked good.
He was finding receivers deep downfield. He's got no issues taking shots. I thought the defense for Green Bay looked excellent. Secondary looked great. Even the passes the Lions caught, they were contested. Even the screen passes that went for 1 or
17
2
of them?
yards. Yeah, they were contested. All right, Marshy, your biggest storyline.
I said in the office this was the best game of the noon slate, and I was not expecting it. Jets Steelers.
Jets. Jets.
No, they lost.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh going to the Super Bowl. Here we go.
Yeah, you beat the Jets.
Hey, you know what? The Jets
We won.
You did. You're
Okay,
right. You're
thank
right. You right.
The Jets. I don't know if the Jets are going to make the playoffs, but they're going to be a problem for some
They
teams.
looked much better than I thought.
Their run game,
pretty good, man.
Really good.
Their
Brees
run
Hall
game was
awesome.
cool. It was cool to watch.
Brees Hall was awesome. I thought Justin Fields did very well. I thought he operated the offense.
This is the
I
Justin
too thought
Fields.
it was a hell of a
This
game.
is the Justin Fields I thought that Chicago would unleash and allow him to be. For whatever reason, they couldn't get it out of him. But the Jets, listen, man. I was just talking about the DC situation in Detroit. Aaron Glenn. I was getting excited. He's over there yeah. Every time it was a big run, Justin Fields, he's that's a
into it.
player's coach.
Yeah.
And those guys are taking on the identity of their head coach because he's a dog and they're going to be dogs, and they played extremely well. The Steelers just played a little bit better yesterday.
Aaron Rodgers. I'm intrigued to see what he does with the Steelers.
He's
this
not
whole
wearing
season.
a regulation helmet. There's something up there. He doesn't have the Guardian cap on or nothing. I'm looking over, and this guy's
Big brain.
the great Gazoo over there.
Yeah, he's got to protect that.
Yeah, big brain.
That big brain is.
Sputnik running around the backfield.
No doubt. Jamie, what was your biggest storyline?
The Dolphins are an absolute ish show. I have never seen, Mike McDaniel, his little quirky little thing, all the little jokes, all the little innuendos, and all the things that he says. Now, it's like there's chaos. Nobody's listening to him on the sidelines. They're fighting amongst each other. Tyreek, I knew Tyreek would do this. Remember when I said that? Remember when I said there was pushback from out of somebody's, oh, no, you're going to be fighting. I'm like, no, that guy's a problem. Guy's a problem. Is he competitive? Is he great? Yes. But he's always been this kind of a problem. When things don't go well, he's the guy that blows up and blames everybody around him. Well, that's not going to help right now because everybody's pointing the fingers at everything. The old Spider-Man meme right now in Miami, and Mike McDaniel's just sitting there going, aren't they cute? He's gone.
He'll be the first NFL coach fired.
Oh, he has no control over that team.
Well, no,
Zero.
you can't be the fun, quirky guy that takes the league by storm and then go backwards and try to be the guy that's like, hey, we got standards around here. No, you don't.
And now you got Tua calling guys out after the game. We'll see who's in the film room. He says
They didn't
It's a
protect
mess,
him.
man.
They didn't. It was a terrible game. And Daniel Jones, not just offensively, defensively, Daniel Jones played pretty damn well.
He did fine.
That's a terrible team right now. Miami is a terrible team right now, and it has gone down drastically from what it was a few
Going
years
down for
ago.
real.
Yeah.
So this
It's
is
going
from
down for real. Yeah.
Stephen Holder, who covers the Colts. He put on X, former Dolphins cornerback Xavier Howard to Colts reporters on Tua. In quote, "We knew he gets the ball out pretty quick, and once we take away his first read, I feel like it's panic mode after that, and it showed yesterday."
Damn.
With that, and he didn't have a whole lot of help from his offensive line either.
No, he certainly didn't. I told you guys on Friday that line didn't make any damn sense. I had the Dolphins, and then I didn't have the heart to tell you guys, and it worked out
did
fine.
switch it.
I switched it to the Colts
It wouldn't have mattered
because it didn't matter.
Submarined us.
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, he did. You're right.
Yeah.
He took us down from the inside. Mm-hmm. But I thought to myself, I got to take my shot here. This doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was right on one. My biggest takeaway is the little things add up to being big. If you look at some of the closer games last night, we already talked about the Ravens and the Bills. Some of the little things that added up that made a difference in that game. I'll speak for my Falcons, who decided to challenge a play in which you had no camera option, no camera angle to tell whether or not Drake London had caught a touchdown pass. So Raheem Morris goes, "Here you go, Buccaneers. Here's one of my timeouts. You take this." Didn't have a timeout at the end of the game to move a little closer for Younghoe Koo, who can barely hit PATs at this point. You're gonna have to make each field goal about 25 yards.
Yesterday was a tough day for kickers. Very tough day.
How about this? Browns and Bengals. Oh. How about a missed extra point and a missed field goal? Chip shot field goal. Chip shot field goal for Cleveland's kicker earlier in the game.
Former Battlehawk.
Then
It's the Browns.
missed a PAT. But this is how you stay the Browns, and this is how you stay the Falcons. I can't conclude the Ravens in that because they're awesome. But if you go around the league, there was a lot of close games yesterday, even the Jets and the Steelers.
Yeah.
There were some moments in that one where there was either a turnover, a big penalty. This is how you stay bad or mediocre in the NFL. And I thought that was on display all throughout the day yesterday, and then it was capped off last night. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We got to get into Philly's Karen in what's trending next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony, as you get older, things change. We know that. It is what it is, but you shouldn't have to feel terrible about it. And a lot of times when men, especially 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, testosterone starts to dip. And you don't really know what it is. This is not like you have a gas gauge on you. You got to go see our friends over at Mentality. 2 locations, Chesterfield and South County. Walk in there. Tell them how you're feeling. For some people, it's depression, irritability, fatigue. Others, it's just that weight gain they can't get rid of. They're in the gym. They've got no motivation. It's something different for everyone. But they'll sit you down, talk to you, take a full blood panel, and that's where you get the answers.
Yeah, I love Mentality. I love the fact that, 1, it works, but 2, you get a chance, you and I specifically get a chance to tell other men and women about it. You could say to yourself, hey, I'm going to try X, Y, and Z. I'm going to try to make the changes without doing something. But when they don't work, Mentality's there for you. The program is outstanding. Each program is tailored to, so for Jamie, he's got his own program. I got my own program. You'll have yours. But it concentrates on making sure the free testosterone levels go up. And once they do, the energy comes roaring back. The positivity, even. I mean, mood swings, right? Early on when you didn't have Mentality. Jamie, I know you were talking about. It sucks. You want to be biting the heads off of people, right? So Mentality, local clinic, 2 locations, one in Chesterfield, one in South County. MentalityHealth.com/radio is where you could book your appointment. But when you do go down there, tell them that Jamie and Anthony sent you in. They'll get you feeling younger again. Feeling younger again. They'll get you feeling like you can accomplish all the things that you want to, be a better dad, be a better husband, be a better, whatever you want to do in life. That's Mentality.
topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, we have a Karen once again in sports. Anthony,
not my Karen.
Not that Karen. This Karen was way worse. For those
just worse. This is awful.
For those that do not know, Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies, and there is a home run ball hit into the outfield bleachers, and there was a father and this Karen who were both going for the baseball. The father ends up getting the baseball, running to his kid, gives the kid the baseball, and here comes the Karen trying to get the ball back, and he eventually gives her the ball back. Luckily for the kid, he was able to meet Harrison Bader, got a signed bat, and got some swag as well. But a tough look for that Karen out in Miami, gentlemen.
Yeah, not great. The guy, and I'm sure you've seen the video now. So the dad, apparently it was a birthday weekend for his son. So he took his son to the game, and he said that they chose those tickets to try to get a home run ball. So he saw the Bader shot going out, and he decided to go down. He reached for the ball. Apparently there's a couple other arms in there, picked it up, went back down.
Which happens in every home run ball.
Every game.
It's fair game until someone actually possesses the ball.
That's correct. What he said was that the woman who came screaming at him and actually, she grabbed his arm. She apparently told him it was hit in our section. It was hit on our seats in our section. So it's my ball. And the guy was like, nobody was sitting there. But she was adamant that was my ball because it was in my section. So in order to defuse the situation, as he explained, I either get into this verbal altercation with this woman, say something maybe I regret or do something I regret, or I diffuse it and I just give the ball to the woman, which is what he did. Yeah. Now, good for the Phillies and the Marlins. They figured it out. They saw what happened. And
the whole world has seen it at this point.
Yes, yeah. But they set up a meet and greet for the kid with Harrison Bader, and wound up getting the ball inside and all that stuff. So it's really bad look from her.
It's a really bad look. I wonder what goes through people's minds sometimes. Even if she was mad at this guy for running over to her section, once you see him hand it to his son or his daughter,
it's over.
The game over at that point. Like, what are you doing? I'd be like, oh man, yeah, of course. You know, she pursues, and I told you what I would have done. I think what he did was very admirable.
He's a better man than me, man. I can tell you that.
I swear, here's what I would have done. One, I would have not even acknowledged her. I told Anthony, and this is the truth, as I would have taken the ball, I would have handed to my son. I would have taken one step in between her and my son and turned my back to her and just talked to my son until she went away.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to hit you. If she does, it's game over. Not there's no repercussion, but she'll be kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
And you just ignore her. It's like a fly off the windshield.
Yep.
Goodbye. We're done here.
I think sometimes you see, I've learned a lot in life. I've been in therapy for a while, and a lot of things that happen in our adulthood come from childhood trauma, Jamie. Things that happened in your childhood. This lady may have not gotten the ball her entire life, and the one damn time that the ball was hit right in her section, because clearly she owned the section.
Yeah.
She didn't get a chance.
There's no such thing, by the way.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, she didn't get a chance. Not getting those balls.
She didn't get a chance to grab the ball, and it's her fault. But then she took it out on a gentleman. And again, that man, Father of the Year, you didn't become the person that she was in front of your children.
Yeah.
Commendable, respectful, better man than me. Because I would have told her, lady, if you don't get the fast lane away from me, please leave me the hell alone. I don't care that you didn't get the ball, and you're not getting this one. Go away. Please and thank you. I'm not going to yell at you, but you're not going to sit here and yell at me either.
Yeah.
Go back to your seat. You moved slower than me. Yeah, I walked about 10 to 12 seats away because I saw the trajectory of the damn baseball and started heading that way. And then it was on the ground.
Just tell us, I used to ball, you know.
Yeah, listen, if you wanted it bad enough, you'd have dove on top of it. You didn't want it that bad. You know what I mean?
You'd have dove 3 rows down, lady.
Well, actually, you know what? She actually did want it. And
she didn't want it bad enough to dive on it.
No, true.
So, walk away.
Yeah.
Get you some business. Yeah. Leave me alone.
He did great. I thought
it was outstanding.
I thought the dad did great.
And the Phillies and the Marlins, like you said, handled it right. And the internet has certainly handled it.
They wound up working out much better than they could have imagined.
Yeah.
Guys, as you know, we have 2 pros and 1 average Joe.
Yep.
And me. So I'm interested to hear your take on the, I don't know what you would call it, interaction between Ryan Clark and Peter Schrager on Get Up. Let's take a listen and then let's form an opinion.
Okay, you look at A.J. Brown, which is this number 1 wide receiver who got 1 target all night, and then you got CeeDee Lamb. But that's the
when was the one target?
That's the target. But
though.
I'm saying
when was the one target?
I'm saying you could have it both ways.
54 seconds left in the game on 2nd and 11. It was the 1 target. He runs the out route.
You wake up this morning saying A.J. Brown had a better day than CeeDee Lamb.
You know what you wake up saying though? A.J. Brown's team is 1-0.
Of course,
right? Like that's what
I get it.
But the thing is this though, and we shouldn't do this on TV, and so I apologize if people think this is rude. That's the non-player.
Oh, stop! CeeDee Lamb is.
Let me tell you why. I'm not looking at fantasy football,
Ryan. I'm not. Don't belittle me like that. I could come in and say, as 3 ex-players are saying one thing, and give an alternative perspective that maybe CeeDee Lamb did play well. And
Peter, what I need for you to do is not get mad and let me finish for you. Okay. It wasn't about you. It was going to be about me.
Okay.
As a player, I can't speak for CeeDee Lamb.
When he got to the point where he said, we shouldn't do this on TV and we shouldn't say this, he should have just not said it.
You know what I said? I said the same thing to Anthony. I go, it was kind of arrogant of him to think, like, we shouldn't do, I know, but I'm going to do what I want anyway.
I know I shouldn't do this. I know I shouldn't say this. But damn it, I'm going to say it anyways. He did apologize. I think he apologized to, I forgot the guy's name. He apologized to him, and then Peter Schrager. He apologized to him in person and apologized through a tweet and acknowledged that that's not what you do. Mm-hmm. There's an easier way to say that. You know, he could have said, in my experience, I would have rather have had the game that A.J. Brown had than what CeeDee Lamb had. That's just my experience because most players choose to win the game. There are some players that are selfish and care only about their stats, but I think A.J. Brown wants to win another championship. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure today he's fine. Now there will be some things that they correct and they'll get better and he'll have more targets and more catches next game. But I don't think he's upset about winning the game.
No.
That's easy.
I think where it got derailed was that the original conversation was surrounding the individual games. It had nothing to do with which team won and which team lost. And when you look at the stats and the number of targets that CeeDee Lamb had, his catches, he had some drops, whatever. But if you're CeeDee Lamb, take the score of the game out. From an individual standpoint, you're much happier than A.J. Brown, who got 1 catch, 1 target. Like, that was the discussion. And then Ryan Clark, took it to the other spot of like the team thing. And then Peter was like, oh, yeah, well, of course, yes, they won the game. But, if you're CeeDee Lamb, you're not waking up saying, man, I sucked. I should have had some catches in the second half. But I just don't like, to me, whenever somebody says, well, you don't know, you're not a player. Mm-hmm. That means they have nothing left to offer the conversation, and that's the ace of spades. They're just dropping the ace of spades in the poker game, and they're like, what's your rebuttal now? Because you never played. Instead of having, like you said, find a way to be intelligent, say that without saying it, but actually accompany it with like some actual substance to it.
Based on my experience.
Yeah.
And that's the end of it. And I don't think you have to have been a player or played a professional sport to understand it at a high level or have knowledge of, certain things. I just think that was a bad decision by RC to say that. And then again, he apologized. I'm sure
he's had a few bad ones recently.
Yeah, as soon as it came out of his mouth. The moment you say, I probably shouldn't say this, don't say it. Somebody should have said, well, you shouldn't say it. What else you got?
Yeah.
Don't let him say it.
I'm with you.
Don't say it yourself.
I didn't like the look of it. It was cringy, as the kids say.
I mean, you guys covered it. I could just speak from like the other side of it. There's nothing. If you guys, Jamie, to your point about like playing cards, if you guys were to say to me at any point during a debate that we're having on air, well, what do you know you never played? I'm tapped out at that point. There's no rebuttal.
But the part is that like in that moment, it forces you then to fire back something.
Yeah.
Because what we've done is we've insulted you and questioned your knowledge on everything and gave you absolutely no out but to either sit there and take it or fight.
Fire back.
Yeah, and it's not productive.
No.
Peter. I mean, what do you know? You never played.
You got me.
Peter Schrager also predicted the Dolphins to make the playoffs this year.
Well, no one ever said he had good takes, but he's allowed to have a take.
Peter Schrager did?
I thought the Dolphins were going to win.
I thought it was Ryan Clark.
No, Peter Schrager. The vibes are bad. Tyreek stinks. Waddle stinks. Tua stinks. Mike McDaniel's going to be on our network by October as an analyst. The Miami Dolphins are my 7th seed.
And they still could be.
I think he was playing the funny card.
Yeah, sure.
They still could be.
Maybe. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Mizzou and Illinois with some big victories over the weekend. We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN. I love underdog fantasy, especially on nights like tonight. So we get the Monday Night Football matchup between the Bears and the Vikings. Underdog, the best place to select your entries. You can do it right here in Missouri. Playing on underdog, super easy. You choose a couple of players, whether you want to pick 2 players or you want to pick 10 players. That's completely up to you. But just choose whether or not they're going to go higher or lower on their stats. And if you get your entries right, then you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. And you can play for as little as just $1. So you can play the game tonight, $1, pick a couple of selections. For example, they even have fantasy points. So I think that going up against Minnesota's defense is going to be tough for Caleb Williams to have a big night. So I think he'll go lower than 16 and 0.45 fantasy points. I think Justin Jefferson, I don't have as many questions as on J.J. McCarthy as others do. I think Justin Jefferson gets at least 6.5 receptions, so seven receptions. I'll choose higher than 6.5 receptions on Justin Jefferson. But those are my picks. You can do your own. Just download the app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is Anthony. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms. _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org. Fast Lane on 101 ESPN 307. Your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. The local teams had a couple of big games over the weekend. Mizzou knocking off KU in a wild game. If you didn't see the game, you just saw the final score. It was a lot closer, and it looked a lot dire for Mizzou earlier on when they were trailing 21-6. A bunch of turnovers and some sloppy play for Mizzou, but they settled in. They settled in and got a win. Illinois also beat Duke. Similar situation, which I thought Duke's defense you can speak to.
We weren't down in that game.
I thought Duke's defense held its own early on, but you could tell eventually Illinois would seize control of the game, and I thought that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, Illinois I thought they played an outstanding game. They created 5 turnovers. Duke had 5 of them, and it was not just simple. It was fumbles, sack fumbles, knocking the ball out down the field, an interception. Like, they really played hard the entire game, and then started figuring some things out about midway through the second quarter and then into the second half, both offensively and defensively. And I kind of figured that's how that game would go. Everyone had, it was kind of a toss-up between who was going to win. Some people said the known for sure upset this week would be Illinois at Duke, and I thought Illinois just continued to do what they have done all season long and really last year, play their style, continue to attack, and play defense sound as possible and get after the ball carrier, and that's what they did. It was a good game.
Yeah, Illinois played great. They did.
We had a great game, man.
Jamie, I believe you have a take on either Mizzou or Illinois that you think might ruffle some feathers.
I don't know that to be true, Anthony. Okay, don't set me up for failure. Okay.
Oh, let's hear it.
However, as a young man, I came to St. Louis 1993. Remember going to Mizzou games right this time of year, right before training camp. I'd never been to a college football game. Go down to Mizzou, take it in. The Tigers, Mizzou, this is great stuff. Mm-hmm. Fast forward, my daughter ends up going to Mizzou, graduates from University of Missouri. Proud father. Donated a lot of money to Missouri, University of Missouri. I've got a bit of a beef, though. As I watched this border war, the lead up to the game, I thought it was cute. I did. Okay. I thought it was cute because you have a team in Missouri that believes they're a top 25 team and also a playoff caliber team. And you have a team in Kansas that clearly isn't and hasn't been and probably never will be. And then you're down 21-6 in this game. Then you squeak it out in the second half. You do. Great. And then I'm watching on social media people just celebrating like they won the national championship. FKU, all this, and Bo Perbula. Somebody said he's the number 1 quarterback in the SEC. Who have you played?
Kansas.
And what was it, Central Arkansas? I mean, that's a tough team to beat.
They could be tough.
So I love the Missouri Tigers, so I'm sure people are going to be pissed off at me. But you haven't beaten anybody good yet. There is nothing that shows me that you are a good football team. You pounded the piss out of 2 teams you should have pounded the piss out of. So when we get people celebrating, popping champagne, and it's going to be a 10-2 team. And what? You haven't played anybody. Bo Perbula hasn't played a defense. Carey, correct me if I'm wrong. Is there one guy on KU? Maybe one guy. Is there 2 guys that might ever play in the NFL?
I doubt it. They had a better team last year.
Yeah, okay, so then when they play...
Before Jalen Daniels got injured.
When Mizzou plays LSU, when they play some of the top dogs, there are going to be some NFL guys playing on that team, right?
Yep.
Yeah. There'll be some NFL guys that are getting to Bo Perbula, right? Yep. Okay.
You done?
No.
Keep going.
I need another couple seconds. So as happy as I was to see them win, and we were happy. We had a party at the Rivers House. We had a big birthday party, the TV outside. I was cheering for Mizzou. Ashley was upset. She was cheering for KU. Mm-hmm. Rock Jock Jayhawk took it not too good, right behind the woodshed. But I didn't celebrate. I expected an even bigger landslide. So everybody's celebrating. I'm like, what are you celebrating? Anyways, go ahead. Carrot's happy with it.
Well done, Jamie.
I'm sorry.
Well done, Jamie.
I was frustrated.
Well done. I mean, the man's right. Let him cook, as the young kids say. Let him cook.
They haven't won anything. You beat 2 crappy teams. Go ahead, Mercy.
Can I rebuttal?
Do you want to play the devil, or do you want me to?
I would like for you to play the devil. I don't get into that stuff. This is a rivalry game that hasn't happened since 2011. Kansas is not as bad as I think we're making them out to be.
I think they have a really good offense. I think their defense is
and Mizzou
suspect.
Mizzou kicked their ass in the second half. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it was a squeaker.
As a rivalry game, it was a huge win.
Iowa State only beat Iowa by 3.
But listening to people treat this like it was a massive victory, like you showed the nation.
They haven't played since 2011.
I think that...
Well, who cares? If you don't play a crappy team for 14 years, does it matter?
I think the excitement stems from the fact that it's Kansas, and they're excited about beating Kansas as opposed to they're celebrating this monumental victory.
Okay, but I'm with you on that one, except for when I'm listening to people out of Columbia. I'm listening to... Drinkwitz. I'm listening to, and I understand the players and the coaches have to say things, but they're saying it's like way more. Like this is Bo Perbula. This is why we got him. And I understand he's had 2 nice games, but he hasn't played a defense yet. He hasn't. He hasn't played anybody that's specifically schemed for him, or anybody that's going to play in the NFL for that matter. So I'm just as happy as I am. I'm still holding back the celebration. Because I just don't know what Mizzou is yet. That's all. Wow. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Charge. Whatever. You know what? I take it all back. We should just order rings and get a banner and hang it up.
You know what?
No. Nobody wants to be real.
Mizzou's right on the cusp of being a top 25 team. I'm starting to believe that Jamie's got a vote. There's a reason why they're 26.
No, they're 25.
They're 25.
Are they 25?
Yeah, my vote counted 26.
Here's my take on the Mizzou game. One, look, you can't. It was a rough start. It was a real rough start. Bo Perbula, ran out of the pocket the one time. Wound up being a scoop and score. That you had some miscues early on, but they really dominated from the second to the second quarter to the end of the game. I think Kansas is a much better offense than what they had a year ago. They were much better offensively than they were a year ago. Their defense is not great. Was Mizzou airtight throughout? No, of course not. I mean, they were trailing 21-6. I thought Bo Perbula made some big time plays. The one throw that he made down the sidelines, I think it was maybe late in the third quarter, where he had this teardrop pass into one of the wide receivers right along the sideline. I thought that was big.
That was a really good throw and a really good catch.
That's about anticipation. That is, that's about accuracy. That's about throwing with touch and feel. So I like that one, and I thought the play call to get Norfleet the touchdown was well done too. I mean, that's a nice play design to score what essentially was the game-winning touchdown. I also love the throw. It was a big time moment. They picked up a first down on 4th and 7. Mm-hmm. They're just past midfield. They picked up a 4th and 7 with about 6 minutes remaining in the game. It was Perbula to Coleman, who had a huge game. It was a 10-yard comeback route, and he fired it in. Like, there were some big time moments.
There was.
Is it Alabama? Well, I shouldn't even say Alabama. Is it Nick Saban's Alabama that they beat? No, but
people are misunderstanding my point here. I was happy, thrilled for the victory. And I know it's a huge rivalry. What would I know about rivalries, okay? What would I know about
Well, you never played college football.
I never played college football yet. I still have eligibility, by the way.
But you were a ball boy in the CFL.
I was. True. And when the Montreal Alouette played the Ottawa Red Blacks, let me tell you, there was blood shed. But I'm just saying, until, I guess, the listeners are more emotional because it's a big emotional victory over KU, where I'm being more pragmatic as far as actual football is concerned.
Sure.
They haven't played anybody yet.
By the way, Mizzou 26 in the coaches poll. They are 26. That means Jamie does have a vote. He is a coach.
I didn't say what sport.
You're right.
Program. Carey, your breakdown of your Illini.
Like I said, I thought they played outstanding. I feel like They took care of the football. They didn't run the ball particularly well to start the game off. Hank Beatty is a young man who does pretty much everything. First two games of the year, he's gone over 100-plus yards receiving. And defensively, Gabe Atkins is a guy that is going to play on Sundays. He got after the quarterback, had a sack fumble. I thought offensively they started really slow. I thought that, the Duke has a player, Vincent Anthony, that's going to be a pro as well. He was giving us the blues. He had 2.5 sacks in the first half. I think 3 or 4 tackles for loss. Like, he was causing havoc the entire first half. And then we figured some things out. Second half, I thought Barry Lundy, the OC, made great adjustments at halftime. I thought Aaron Henry, the defensive coordinator, made great adjustments at halftime. And I thought we did what we were supposed to do. It was a close game. It was 14-13 going into halftime. They got a touchdown that they shouldn't have gotten. We stopped them on 4th down, and one of our defensive linemen got a roughing the passer late, hit the quarterback late, which extended their drive, and they scored that touchdown right before half. But I thought we played the game that we were supposed to play. We showed a lot of people that have not believed. We beat them 45-19. Like, a lot of people have not thought that Illinois was as good as we are. I'm here to tell you, this is a really good football team, one of the best teams that I've seen in my 20-plus years of being an Illini, and that includes the team that I was on. Like, they have talent throughout the entire team, and they have depth. So, for me, just watching them play football, Luke Altmaier, I don't know what his future holds, but I know at the collegiate level, he takes care of the football. He calls the plays. He's tough as nails. He got knocked down a lot in that first half and got his butt up and kept playing. And so for me, I thought they played a great game, and I expect more of the same this week coming up.
There you go. Who you got this week?
Western Michigan.
We'll beat those fools.
Yeah. It's your guys. Your rivals.
Thank you. Yeah. Glad you clarified.
Nah, that's what I mean. Your guys. You guys want us to beat them badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, not fire up, Chip?
No, hell no.
Yeah, the Broncos?
Yeah, they're the Broncos.
Yeah. Whoa.
Said it right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. My Chips took one on the chin in Pitt.
I was going to watch that.
Our Chips, Anthony.
Yeah. We're only down by 14 at half. Didn't end well. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Well, if you weren't pissed off from this segment, you will be next. We're going to tell you why Oli Marmol is the perfect manager for this rebuilding team. Next on 101 ESPN.
If you're looking for a smart, stable investment, take it from the experts. That's right. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, even the Jags owner, Shad Khan. All of these people see value in U.S. farmland. But guess what? You don't need to be a billionaire with big money to get in on this stuff. AgVest Advisors has managed over $900 million in farmland deals across 10 states, offering full service support to families and investors like you. From pre-closing to farm management that optimizes your return, all you have to do is call the founder, Chris Bronner, over at AgVest. And if you own farmland, AgVest can help you maximize its value. Full service management, sourcing, diligence to rent, and tenant selection. Again, all you have to do is pick up that phone and call the AgVest founder, Chris Bronner. When you call him, though, please tell him Jamie Rivers sent you in. This is a great idea, steady returns, long-term growth. Definitely give him a call at 618-520-7022. That's 618-520-7022, or visit agvestadvisors.com. Buy land, they're not making it anymore.
I keep telling you guys, and I keep telling you guys, the Cardinals play to their opponents. If they play good teams, they win, win, win. That's why I wish they'd play more good teams. When they play bad teams, they suck.
All right.
Guys, any rebuttal there to Janet? I don't think we have one, do we?
I've got enough fights going on right now.
Jamie walked over to the hornet's nest, cut that thing down, and ran.
No, I just stood there.
He kicked it. He stirred it up.
Unreal.
Good for you, Jamie.
I hope I'm apologizing at the end of the year.
You should apologize right now, according to some people.
That won't happen.
Yeah.
2-0, you sick son of a fast lane.
Give it a couple weeks here.
All right. Oli Marmol. You know, this team has been on an absolute carousel. They got different players constantly coming in. As we know, the front office did Oli no favors when it came to the starting pitching. No favors relieving some of the congestion that they have throughout their roster. You don't have right now, Wilson Contreras. Brendan Donovan has been out for a while. I know he wasn't hitting, but Nolan Arenado, one of your key figures earlier in the season, he's been out. Again, not that has mattered much. But Cardinals still only 4.5 games out. So if we wanted to continue to tick off people, why don't we just go ahead and do that right now? Is Oli Marmol the perfect manager for a rebuilding team? Jamie, go.
I'm going to answer a question with a question, which is something you should never do, but I'm going to do it anyways because Ryan Clark said as long as I say it first, I can still say it. But would you want, like where the Cardinals are right now with their rebuild, because this is a rebuild, do you want to go spending huge money on what you think to be a championship manager? So pick your pony, whoever's out there. First of all, there's not a lot out there.
Right.
But if it's Joe Girardi that people love, or Joe Madden, which he doesn't seem even interested in managing anymore, but
Albert Yachty,
fine. Is this what you want to give them? Hey, Yachty, here you go. Yeah. Why do you think Yachty hasn't shown up for 2 years? He's been on the job for 2 years. He hasn't shown up because he's like, I'm not interested in this.
He's busy.
Now he's been back this year and a nice series win. It was great to see him back in the dugout, all those things. But I just think that I go back to the Detroit Red Wings when they were going full rebuild. Jeff Blashill was the head coach the entire time until the Red Wings started to get better and show playoff promise, which they haven't reached yet, but they're trying. So they fired Jeff Blashill because it was time to move on to a real coach.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Ollie's not a real manager. I'm just saying what is out there that you think right now comes in and changes the dynamic, because you still have to manage that same roster. Don't think because Joe Madden's in, don't think because Joe Girardi comes in, don't think you're getting Kyle Schwarber next year or whoever the big free agent. You're not getting them. So said manager will get the exact same team and said, good luck. So
did you just do the casino thing?
Good luck. You gotta show them your hand so there's no cards.
I gotta show the cameras. It's funny that you bring up Joe Madden. Do you remember the manager that was the Cubs manager before Joe Madden?
Nope.
Exactly. Because he was the guy that was Rick Renteria.
He was one brought in to cross the finish line.
Yep. Like, here you go. Here's a crap sandwich. We're going to replace you when you can. And they did almost immediately when they got Joe Madden.
Yeah, I don't think that, to what Jamie is saying, I don't think it matters. The roster is what the roster is. Like, you're not going to, there's no magician. I know Joe Madden likes to do the magic tricks and have the funny jackets. And there's no magic trick to make a team be better if they're not better. Like, if the roster is what it is, I think what Oli is doing with this roster is admirable. Like, it is in the last couple of years. I mean, this team is not good enough, in my opinion, to win a championship, to be a playoff team, and yet we're still talking about them being 4.5 games out of the wild card race, even though there are 4 or 5 teams in front of them.
Right.
They're still there. They are minus 40 in run differential. If I'm not mistaken, unless I saw it incorrectly. Like, minus 40, meaning they're getting scored on more than they're scoring. They aren't good enough right now to be a championship roster, but they are doing well enough with what they have. You still have to figure some things out. Jamie talked about the cluster of players that you have at so many different positions. You got to figure that out and hopefully find better players to upgrade at some of those positions. Like, those are things that have to take place before any manager has a chance to make it to October and has a chance to win in October.
Yeah.
This roster is not there yet. So changing a manager is not going to make it all of a sudden a playoff team.
And our girl Lisa, who, boy, is she passionate. I'm not going to get into everything that she said, but she keeps bringing up Skip Schumacher, this name. And she acts like Skip Schumacher has got the stones, as she said, and more spine, like he would be able to bully the DeWitts into something.
Yeah, here's the thing. We can't have it both ways when we say that the DeWitts don't care, and yet somebody will come in and be able to change their opinion.
But what happened to Skip Schumacher when he had a terrible roster his second year with the Marlins?
They missed the playoffs.
So they were bad.
Yeah.
They were bad, right?
Yeah.
So if we're going to do, if Lisa and I are going to play this game for a second, Oli Marmol's first year with the team, they made the playoffs. Well, that was Albert. That was Young. Great. That's fine. Skip went down, had a good first year with the Marlins, too. And then Oli had a bad second year. Skip had a bad second year. Skip got fired. So what in all of this tells me that Skip Schumacher is going to be better than Oli Marmol? It's unproven. We don't know.
Right.
And he's not going to be able to march into Chaim Bloom's office or the DeWitts and demand high-priced free agents. And he can only squeeze the juice out of so many players. This is what you've got here.
Yeah.
So that's my point overall.
I think Ollie's done a pretty good job, too, with the bullpen. You lose your 3 top arms at the deadline, and this bullpen's been pretty impressive, to say the least. I really enjoy what I'm seeing out of those guys coming out of the pen. They're stepping up. They have a new role, and they're stepping up, and they're making the most of it. I think Ollie's done a good job with the bullpen, which is probably one of the only things that a manager really has to deal with in-game.
In-game, yeah, right. In-game strategy, things like that. John Scores, who is a frequent participant in our snake pit. We love John, even though I tried to trade him once in a fit of rage. We love John. He says, Schilt went against management. How did that go? That's not why Schilt was fired.
No.
We're not going to reveal why it was.
It may be a small piece of the pie.
It's that is a narrative. And I'm only saying this to John not to be like, I'm correcting you. I'm just saying that's a narrative that's not true. And that's kind of all we'll go on that. But it's not like it's a little too easy to just say, well, Schilt went against management. That's not why. All right. NFL panic or patience. Which teams should be panicking after week 1? That's next on 101 ESPN. Hey, this September, it's kickoff time at Auto Centers Nissan. So welcome to the winning sales event. They've got over 1,000 vehicles in one massive location right off 555 in Herculaneum, just minutes from South County. You don't have to play any games. You don't have to go lot hopping. Just real savings and real selection, all courtesy of Auto Centers Nissan. And right now, you could take advantage of 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down and no payments for 3 months on the 2025 Rogue, Pathfinder, and Murano, all built in the USA and backed by Nissan's top ranking in the latest J.D. Power initial quality study. That's award-winning quality from day one. And if you're shopping used, Auto Centers Nissan, they've got you covered there too. 0 down and no payments for 3 months on a huge selection of used vehicles, all priced to move. And every new Nissan comes with rock-bottom dealer pricing, their exclusive lifetime warranty, and a 30-day return promise. So head out to Auto Centers Nissan in Herculaneum or visit autocentersnissan.com. These offers won't last long, so check them out. Again, either online or out in Herculaneum. It's Auto Centers Nissan.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. After taking 2 of 3 against the San Francisco Giants, the Cardinals will take on the Seattle Mariners tonight with Miles Michaelis on the mound. Going up against Brian Wu, first pitch tonight is at 8:40. You can listen to Monday Night Football right here on 101 ESPN as the Vikings take on the Chicago Bears. Pregame starts at 6. Kickoff is at 7:15. If you've missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page, and you will find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
After 1 week in the NFL, for some, you got Marsh's Vikings and the Bears tonight right here on 101 ESPN. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. But for most teams, you got a lot of panicking going on. You lose week 1. It's time to hit the panic button, Jamie. Carey, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There's no bouncing back.
If you lose one game, I mean, the season could be over.
Yes, sir. So with that in mind, Marshy?
Yes.
Let's play.
My bad. I was never a player.
You didn't play a game, David.
You're an athlete, though. Let's play NFL Panic or Patience. Marsh, go.
All right, let's start off with that Friday game. The Kansas City Chiefs fall to their division rival in the Los Angeles Chargers. Is it time to panic, or do you need patience if you are the Kansas City Chiefs?
Do we have a middle one?
Yeah, I'm not panicking if I'm the Chiefs.
Well, I'm also not thrilled.
But I can't help but think, boy, that looked a little like last year. And we won those games, but that we couldn't win on Friday night. Yes, Carey,
you should panic.
Oh, okay.
For a few reasons.
Right.
One, Patrick Mahomes is your leading rusher. What position does he play, Anthony?
Oh, he is the signal caller, otherwise known as the quarterback.
Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco had 5 carries for 25 yards. Kareem Hunt had 5 for 16. That's a problem right there. You know what another problem is? It's a player that, for whatever reason, still to this day, either can't block or can't figure out the snap count and does not know what the hell. Jawan Taylor, I know you're trying hard, but it has to get better at some point because I'm thankful that you are on the right side of the line and not Patrick Mahomes' blind side because Patrick Mahomes may no longer exist as we know him if he was playing left tackle. It is that bad. He's not getting the pre-snap penalties where he's so far off of the line. They fixed that problem, but he's still starting early and he still ain't blocking well enough. And that's a problem. Part of the reason why Patrick Mahomes led the team in rushing because he got to scramble. Them ain't called quarterback runs. He's running for his damn life. Another problem, defensively, you have a chance to win the game, and then you got guys doing their own thing. Chris Jones did his own damn thing on that final possession, which allowed Justin Herbert to get outside. Tranquil was exactly right at snapping at him. And what I saw was Chris Jones, in my opinion, in that moment, he didn't take accountability for what the hell he just did. He made that moment about him. He ducked inside. He has outside contain. Justin Herbert ran around the outside, picked up 19 yards, slid for about 5 more. Game over. Chargers win. They have problems, in my opinion. Your Xavier Worthy also got hurt. Rashee Rice is out for 5 more weeks. I don't know what they're going to do offensively because they don't got people to pass the ball to. Travis Kelce, love him. He's 36 years old.
Yeah, he got a TD.
Yeah, cool. It feels like the team.
Yeah, cool.
He did. Because that's what I say to people when they say, he had a touchdown. Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. This is a problem for me watching. And the problem is the Chargers looked really damn good, and they are in your division.
A quick question for the football guys here.
Gridiron guys is what some
Gridiron
people call
guys. Not anymore. New episode coming soon.
Maybe.
Are we at a point where the Chiefs now have had to pay too many guys and they've tried to plug the holes with players that aren't good enough anymore, and now the players who they've paid are getting super frustrated with the supporting cast around them? Because I'm watching a lot of guys that look unhappy.
I just don't think that, like, the receiver position and the injuries, to me, is an issue. Like, Xavier Worthy going out 3 plays into the game, I think their entire game plan was built around him. And you go out that early, it's troubling because now you have to shift and do some things differently in that game plan. This week, they'll probably be better because if he's not playing, you can game plan for how you want to attack the opposing team. But I don't know who you're throwing the ball to. Mm-hmm. And obviously you can't run the ball well enough right now. It's a problem. And if your defense is not going to be as stout as they have been in the past and guys doing their own thing. Now, I'm sure Chris Jones won't make that mistake again. He was trying to get to the quarterback. No harm, no foul. It cost you the game. But they got to be better. And that, to me, was – and this is a team that I expected to be better than they were last year, and they went to the Super Bowl last year.
All right, we'll go rapid fire on these other teams. Go ahead, Marsh.
All right, Lions. We talked a little bit about them earlier. Panic or patience?
I'm gonna have a little patience just to see what the offensive coordinator can do to settle in here. It is one game, and it was a quality opponent on the road, so I'm not gonna panic yet.
Yeah,
it didn't look good, but I'm not gonna panic.
As much as I was panicking watching it, I will be patient, but like not for very long.
Patience.
How about those Miami Dolphins?
Oh, panic, full panic.
Panic.
Yeah, full panic bus just ran over all of us.
Indianapolis to Miami.
Yeah.
Picking people up.
Full panic, no stop.
Yeah.
Okay, the Houston Texans, they were driving to try and win that game against the LA Rams. Fumble happens, not a great look. They lose week 1 against the Rams. Panic or patience for Houston?
Patience. Still a bad division. I know Jacksonville looked good, but they look good against Carolina. I know that the Colts look good, but we just said the Dolphins are a dumpster fire in the making. So I think right now, patience for a really good team. Wound up facing an excellent Rams defense. Not a good debut, but patience.
Yeah, I go with patience on this one too.
Patience as well. They actually played pretty well versus the Rams. They couldn't stop Puka Nacua, but they only allowed them to have 14 points. Mm-hmm. They had a chance to win that game on the road down there in the fourth quarter.
Last team on this list, they happen to be the only team that actually picked up a win, but it's the Cincinnati Bengals. They squeak one out against the Browns. Panic or patience for Cincy?
Patience. He did win the game.
7 yards in the second half.
Yeah, 7 good yards, though. I'm
yards they had.
I'm going to be patient because this seems to be a trend where the Bengals start like this and finish with a mad flurry. So the fact that they won this game lets me lean more towards patience.
There you go. All right, we're going to do our college football week 2 carousel. Biggest winner, biggest loser. We each picked a separate team for each category. That's next on 101 ESPN. Biggest winner, biggest loser from week 2 in college football. We all chose a winner and a loser. Some of us may have agreed initially, but we all found at least one of their teams so we can kind of cover the scope in week 2. So with that being said, Jamie, your biggest winner from week 2.
Yeah, I like what Oklahoma's got going on. You know, they've had some struggles here over the last handful of years, and although Michigan's not what Michigan used to be, they were still ranked 15th, and Oklahoma was able to pull off a 24-13 victory. For me, I think that's monumental for them. I think Oklahoma's a team that's heading in the right direction. I think Michigan's a team that's heading in the wrong direction right now.
Yeah, Maher, the kid that they got from, who's it? Is it Western Kentucky?
Was it Washington State?
Washington State.
Yeah.
I knew it was a W.
Yep.
But yeah, he looked great. He was kind of a cheat code on Saturday night against Michigan. So yeah, that was a big win. Your biggest winner, Carey?
Oregon. Oregon had, in my opinion, the best win at home versus a Power 4 conference team. They beat the hell out of Oklahoma State, and it wasn't that close. They beat the hell out of them, and to 69 points against a Power 4 team. Those points scores, those totals are reserved for like the FCS opponents, the group of 5 opponents that are coming to your like what Ohio
donors.
State did to Grambling. Like those games are what those are reserved for. What Florida State did to Eastern Tennessee. Like those are the games you're not supposed to beat a Power 4 team like that at home. To me, I was surprised Oregon jumped 2 spots in the rankings. I thought they would be the top 3 team. I thought it would be Ohio State, Penn State, and Oregon because they looked that dominant versus a Power 4 opponent. And to me, that was the most impressive win of the weekend for those conferences.
Marsh, your biggest winner?
For me, it was Alabama. That was a total. Let's get our confidence back. 73-0. You talk about a blood donor game. They needed that for them to just get a little bit of confidence back into the program after losing week 1. So I know they didn't really play anybody, but I still think it's a big win for Alabama.
So I hate to do this because my guy Gator in the snake pit, he's had my back, but he knows He's a man. He understands what's going on here. The biggest winner was South Florida, who went into Gainesville and defeated the Florida Gators. They are now 2-0 is South Florida. 2 back-to-back wins against top 25 teams. Boise State poised to take a step backward. Nonetheless, South Florida beat them 34-7 and then went on the road and beat Florida 18-16. They've got number 5 Miami. And then after that, because they play in the American Conference, they don't really have anybody. So they could feasibly be the team that makes the run, and everybody's looking at them like, well, maybe one of the last playoff spots, group of 5 teams. That's a huge win.
Absolutely. And if they keep that game close against Miami, let's say they lose, but it's still close, the people that are making that decision,
they'll at least think about it.
If they have 1 loss on the year.
Yeah, so big win for South Florida. Biggest loser week 2. Jamie, I think you and I go hand in hand here.
Mine goes right connected to yours. Gator in the snake pit. I'm sorry, but the Florida Gators, my gosh, you cannot have that happen. I mean, I know that South Florida's had they look like they have
They got some juice.
Yeah, they do, but still, I thought this was going to be a better year for the Florida Gators. Like, I had some hopes for this team a little bit.
The other problem is their schedule is so loaded that they can't lose to South Florida.
Nope.
You can't suffer this type of loss. So they're going to have to get real good in a hurry if they're going to make some noise in the SEC.
To your point, their next 4 games are LSU, Miami, Texas A&M, skip a week, and then Georgia. Skip a week, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida State. Wow. Basically, the rest of their schedule is top 20 or higher right now.
Yeah. Not great.
No.
Carey, your biggest loser.
Clemson. They won the game.
Oh, barely.
They won the game.
Squeaker.
You're playing. We're talking about the teams that are coming to you that are lower tier teams, group of 5 FCS teams. You're not supposed to be down 16-3 at halftime at home versus Troy. Troy had every opportunity to win that game. They weren't unable to finish because Clemson does have better players, but they won the game and they dropped 4 spots in the rankings. This is coming and they should have. And this is coming off of a loss to LSU the week before. Clemson did not look good. I've said this I think I said it coming into the season. I know everyone is high on Cade Klubnik. I need to see more from him. But that, to me, even though they won the game, they were one of the biggest losers for me last weekend.
Marsh?
For me, it's a team that has 1 win on the year thus far, and it came against my North Dakota Fighting Hawks. Kansas State.
Almost beat them.
They almost beat Kansas State. That is a terrible football team. They just lost 24-21 against Army. Kansas State was a ranked team heading into the season. They lose to Iowa State overseas. They barely squeak by an FCS school, and then they lose to Army. And Army's Army.
Army's a good program, but if you're K-State,
you can't be losing to Army.
You shouldn't be losing to Army.
So, to me, that is the biggest loser for me, especially those fans who thought that maybe they have a chance to try and win the Big 12 this upcoming this season. Just not a good start for them.
No, not at all. I think that Jamie did have the biggest loser of all, which would be, unfortunately, again, for it's the Florida Gators. However, if I were to, since Jamie selected Florida, if I were to highlight another one, it's got to be Arizona State. Mm-hmm. I know Mississippi State is off to a 2-0 start, and that was an exciting win for them. But your Arizona State one was a playoff team a year ago that nearly pulled off one of the biggest upsets in the college football playoff. You're number 12, even going against an SEC program. Mississippi State wasn't expected to be very good this year in the SEC, and Arizona State loses in Starkville.
Honorable mention: SMU gets taken down by Baylor in overtime.
That was another. I almost went that route. Mm-hmm. Aside of the fact that Baylor, they're one of those teams that offensively they're so good that they could happen, and that's what they just did. It was a shootout, mm-hmm. and it was kind of overtime. Last person with the ball wins, and Baylor did.
And SMU was another team that was fighting for a chance to make the college football playoff last year. I don't see them in the conversation anymore.
It's going to be tough.
My honorable mention is Georgia, another team.
They don't look great.
28-6. You're up 21-6 going into the fourth quarter against Austin Peay. These are teams, again, what Florida State did it was East Texas. That's how you're supposed to beat that team. These teams you should be scoring 40, 50 points. It should not be a 1 or 2 possession game in the fourth quarter versus a team like that. So for me, that's another team Georgia did not have. I don't think the SEC had a good week this week. And I thought that, and I honestly said this, I thought that the Mizzou win was the biggest win for the SEC all weekend versus Kansas. That was the biggest win. And to Jamie's point, there you go.
Oh, come on. It's a rivalry game.
Cool.
Everybody's excited.
They are.
Does it count for 2 wins?
No, just one.
Yeah, just wondering.
Yeah.
But so kids were partying.
Yeah, sure. They were after the game.
And I'm happy for them. I really am.
Good job by those guys and gals.
Bacon wrapped wiener from the snake pit. He sent me the video of Mr. Brightside being played in Columbia.
Mm-hmm. They played it at the end of the Bills game too.
Of course they did. That's the rallying cry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they saw what it did for Mizzou, so
absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I sent him a message back that I really can't say on air.
Oh, wow. Anthony, you're
That's just between him and I.
Dave's into the makers, Carey.
Actually was.
Yeah, there it is.
Actually was. Yeah. All right. We have a returning Gauntlet contestant, so he will take on. I took the L, Carey, on Friday.
What are you doing?
I didn't say outfield.
What'd you say?
Third base.
Oh, well, that's not.
Our contestant said outfield. Apparently covered it all.
Cover all.
But that was the answer, outfield. It's not like the answer wasn't center field, because then we would have said, please be more specific.
Apparently he said left field, though, right?
He said
left field, then outfield.
First thing I think he said was outfield.
Yeah.
Then he went, outfield, if be more specific, left field.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do, Anthony?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I lost.
Don't put yourself in that position.
Exactly. Absolutely. No, Jamie, whatever your name is, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
This is Fastlane on 101 ESPN 404. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. We welcome back Jeff for round 2. What's up, Jeff?
How's it going, guys?
Good, man. So you beat me on Friday. You got to celebrate all weekend, and now you have an opportunity to take on either Marsh, Carey, or Jamie. Now, you did indicate that you were going to go with Marsh. Are you sticking with that?
Oh, yeah, he didn't take my Huskers in his college thing, so Marsh, you.
Oh, okay, all right.
Now,
So,
Jeff, you also said you were going to do some horrible things throughout the weekend in order to qualify.
Yeah, what
to
did you
beat
do, or
Marshy.
can you-
No,
can
I
you
don't want
say
to know
it?
on the air, Anthony. No.
okay, yeah, all right.
Just wanna
I
make
mean, I blacked out a NASCAR game or a NASCAR race.
Oh, well,
Well, at least you weren't driving.
yeah, exactly.
No, absolutely not.
There you go.
All right, well, tell Marsh to spin that wheel, then we'll kick him out of here.
Marsh, spin the wheel. Marshy, spin the wheel.
He's trying.
He's struggling. He doesn't want to. Maybe he's afraid. All right,
That's
so now,
funny, Anthony. I'll get out of here.
so now Marsh is going to head to the cone of silence, and Jeff is going to get CD. Jamie, can't see the wheel.
Random.
Oh, random. Okay, how do you feel about random?
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Well, Carey.
Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have issues?
No, we don't have issues.
Carey's having issues separating.
Well, grab an extra set of questions that we didn't think was in there.
Oh. Well, either way, random gauntlet today, Jeff. You are going to receive 4 questions, all random, each worth 2 points, unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. What innovation in quilting was introduced at the Centennial exhibition in Philadelphia? What innovation in quilting was introduced at the Centennial exhibition in Philadelphia?
I'm going to assume a thimble. Let me have the options.
The Crazy Quilts, the first electric iron, or rotary cutters?
Can I have the options again, please?
The Crazy Quilts, the first electric iron, or rotary cutters?
We'll go with iron. Final answer.
You went with the iron? Jeff, did you go with the iron?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Jeff. You're breaking up a little bit, bud. All right.
Yep, my bad.
No, it's
No,
all
you're good.
Question 2. Maximo, the titanosaur, measures in at over 28 feet tall and stretches 122 feet long. Where does he roam today?
I have no idea. Options.
Is it the Smithsonian, the American Museum of Natural History, or the Field Museum?
Boy, I'm going to Stalter this. The Field Museum sounds something like it shouldn't be there. We'll go with that.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right.
Question number 3. How many playing pieces exist in a standard 2-person game of checkers?
Ooh. Is it 20 or is it 18? 1, 2, 3. 20. Final answer.
Okay. Final question, Jeff. In October of 2022, this brand scrapped its lucrative Yeezy sneaker line.
Nike? Is it Nike? Yeah, we'll go with Nike. Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Marsh.
I don't feel good.
Okay, I was going to ask you. This one was tough.
Yeah, no thanks.
All right, Marsh is going to walk back in. He's got his Minnesota Vikings gear on. Is that Justin Jefferson T-shirt? And he's got kind of a...
On the gritty.
Yeah, doing the gritty Minnesota Vikings hat on.
Yeah.
Marsh is always decked out. All right,
I'm
Marsh, you ready?
surprised he didn't have the helmet on for the first game of the
Yeah,
season.
what's going on? No helmet?
Helmet produced a loss in the
0-1.
playoffs when I wore that, so I will...
the helmet's fault.
It's not the helmet's fault, but I'm very superstitious. As you know, I did bless a couch when I was in high school so the Cardinals could win the World Series. I'm going to elect to not wear the helmet just yet.
Yeah. If you learned anything, Jamie, from the Falcons, it's you find the problem and you eliminate it. Falcons bringing in new kickers today. All right. Your category today, Marsh, is random.
Oh, boy.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay.
Pack a lunch.
Thank you. What innovation in quilting was introduced at the Centennial Exhibition in Philadelphia?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
What innovation in quilting was introduced at the Centennial Exhibition in Philadelphia?
Well, with quilting, I'm assuming, it's all done by hand. So I'm going to take the options, but I'm probably going to lead towards something that, like a sewing machine-esque type thing. So let's hear those options.
Was it the sewing machine?
Damn it.
No, just kidding. No, here's your real options. The crazy quilts, the first electric iron, or rotary cutters?
Yeah, let's go with the electric iron. I feel like you got to go with something electronical. So we'll go with that. Electric iron to make those things look nice. Final answer.
All right, question 2. Maximo, the titanosaur, measures in at over 28 feet tall and stretches 102 feet long. Where does he roam today?
The what?
Maximo, the titanosaur.
Where does he roam? Is he dead?
Where would you find him today?
Let's go with...
I'll simplify it.
Let's go with South America. Final answer.
Question number 3. How many playing pieces exist in a standard 2-person game of checkers?
How many what pieces?
How many playing pieces exist in a standard 2-person game of checkers?
Oh, man. Okay. Oh, jeez.
I thought Marshy would know this one right away. This is like one that's in Marshy's wheelhouse usually.
Oh, boy. Okay, hang on a second. Man, I'm trying to envision a checkers board and remember how many pieces are in each row, and then you got to times that by 2 because there's another player. So I'm going to go with 18. I think that's the answer. So, yeah, 18, final answer.
Final question, Marshy. In October of 2022, this brand scrapped its lucrative Yeezy sneaker line.
Adidas, final answer.
Let's go over these.
I do not feel good about this.
Jeff said the exact same thing if it makes you feel better.
That was completely random.
I would have went 0 for gopher on this. Maybe 1. Maybe. All right, let's go over these. What innovation in quilting was introduced at the Centennial Exhibition in Philadelphia? Jeff went with the first electric iron. Marsh also chose the iron. Correct answer is...
The crazy quilt.
The crazy quilt.
Apparently more decorative and less functional.
Who knew?
I don't know.
Apparently none of us.
Personally wouldn't have rolled that out, but that's just me.
We have a 0-0 tie. How many playing pieces exist in a standard 2-person game of checkers? Jeff, without the options, said 20. Marsh, without the options, said 18 for Justin Jefferson.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Correct answer is
24.
Oh. 24.
That was
the correct answer. Score check.
0-0.
Maximo, the
Titanosaur.
I'm just laughing at the name. Maximo.
Maximo. I gotta say it like that. Maximo.
Maximo. The Titanosaur measures in at over 28 feet tall and stretches 122 feet long. I wasn't expected to crack myself up as I said Maximo. Where does he roam, in quotes, roam today? We need the exact site, please. Marsh, without the options, said South America.
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
Still roaming.
Still roaming.
It's a dinosaur, Marsh.
Well, that's why I'm like, what do you mean roam? Like he's dead.
I even clarified. I said, where would you find him?
Right, South America. Isn't that where the dinosaurs were?
So
I don't know.
So you're saying like fossils, the fossils of this.
It's probably at that damn museum where they have a whole wall of fossils.
Which museum would that be?
Probably the one you're about to read.
Jeff went with the Field Museum in Chicago. Correct answer is...
It's the Field Museum in Chicago.
There it is. Jeff with a 1-point lead.
She's so pissed.
It was confusing.
I didn't make the question.
You know what?
In Marsh's
I'm not
defense,
blaming
it was confusing. You're thinking fossils, and you just took a shot with South America.
Well, he's not even roaming. He's dead.
That's why I was in
Unless there's
quotations.
something that I don't know about.
No, he's not Roman. He's South American.
Yeah.
Like, where would you find Maximo fossilized in the world?
Right.
Okay,
Who said fossilized?
What?
Well, clearly he's a fossil.
Well, his bones. What if they've got his bones in the museum?
Bones are fossils.
I don't think he's roaming anywhere, but
Jeff up 1-0.
That's all right.
618.
Comes down to this. In October of 2022, this brand scrapped its lucrative Easy sneaker line. Without the options, Jeff said Nike. Without the options, Marsh said Adidas. This shoe says Adidas.
I told him that.
If it's Adidas, Marsh wins. Mm-hmm. If it's Nike or any other brand, Jeff goes to round 3. Correct answer is...
Adidas. I thought he was doing the thing.
He doesn't know.
Oh, that's right. All right, Jeff.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Anytime it's Marsh, we have to actually run it out.
Yeah.
Jeff, you got you on that last question. You were winning up until that point. Marsh did say the right one, Adidas, and did not use the option, so he wins today 2-1. Sorry, pal.
That's all right. That was completely and utterly random.
That certainly was. Yeah, that certainly was. That was a tough one, man. That was a tough one. So, Jeff, we appreciate you listening. Thank you for participating, and we'll talk to you again.
Thanks for having me. Marsh, good luck to your Cyclones the rest of the year.
Oh, I appreciate it. And good luck to Patrick Mahomes Jr.
Yeah, I'm going to need him.
Good job,
See
Jeff.
you, man.
Thanks, man. See you guys.
All
See
right. Nice job there, Marsh.
Man, that
you
was...
snuck one out.
Whew.
Nice job. You're the Bills. You got the comeback, snuck one out.
So, yeah. We'll take it, though. Hey, we'll take it.
Can you read it or no?
Yeah, from the 618 it says, hey, about that dumbest fast lane member.
It's still me.
Yeah. What am I dumb for?
Yeah, you're not dumb for anything. I'm dumb for Wichita.
That was funny.
I'm dumb because I'm not well versed in dinosaur museums.
No. I think the fact that you thought that it was still roaming.
Well, I didn't. That's why.
Rome.
The way
But then you said, "Where would you find him?" And I'm like,
he's like,
okay.
he's roaming?
I could see the confusion on
Where would
that.
you find him? I don't know. You probably find him around the equator.
You could
if
have.
he was still alive.
You could have taken the options.
That was completely unnecessary.
You're not even hurt. This isn't even hurt people. You did that was just a shot. You flat out took a shot at me.
It was unnecessary, and I admit
What
it,
did you
and I
say?
apologize.
You know,
he said I could see it, and I said you could.
I'm backing up my guy here. man. You got the 2 trick balls again.
Dude, what the hell did I do?
Again, not being a good teammate.
Wait. Listen,
We're together.
I didn't say Carey was wrong, but I didn't say anything yet.
We're together.
You know what, Max? He wasn't a Jurassic Park character. He's apparently not that important. So
no,
yeah,
I think he was in the. I think not Maximo. But I do think they
also let it go.
The
Titanosaur.
to Titansaur.
To Titanosaur. Titanosaur.
Cal State Fullerton Titansaur.
Yeah.
He was in the last one.
Oh,
sure he was.
The last movie. The one you saw.
Oh, you mean the latest one?
I think he was.
I haven't seen that one.
I couldn't technically be him. They're all hybrid dinosaurs.
Not all of them.
Maybe that's why they're still roaming in South America.
I guess so.
Either way, Marsh gets a dub.
Good job, Marshy.
Carey took a shot.
It was unnecessary. I apologize.
I keep hearing how I was a team guy. I'm a team guy.
I'm a team guy.
You're not.
It was funny.
You're just taking shots, ditching us on tornadoes.
That's me and Jamie.
I see what you're all about.
Me and
what do you want to do here, Marsh?
Why don't we do the 6-pack?
Let's do the 6-pack next on 101 ESPN.
Jamie and Anthony back with you. We got our guy Stewie on the line with us. And Stewie, I heard something's about to boom.
You know what? The refinance boom is here. This is an opportunity for anybody for the last 3 years. We just closed an ESPN listener this morning. 29 years left on his loan. Took him from a 29 years left to 20 years. Kept the payment the same. Knocked off 9 years on his loan. Another ESPN listener, again, financed last year. We refinanced him now, dropped his payment $280 a month, all free with the bagel loan. Now, inflation numbers are coming out shortly. If inflation numbers are higher, it's going to create speculation that the Federal Reserve will not raise the rates, or not cut the rates as much as we anticipate them to. So take advantage now. If rates do go down later, you can always refinance again. It's free with the bagel loan. Do it now. Don't wait. You'll be way ahead of the game.
But don't wait includes give our guy Stewie a call or text him. And yeah, you can text him because this is his personal cell phone number. It's 314-324-4440. Stop waiting. Get off the couch. Give our guy Stewie a call. He takes care of the rest for you. Jamie, that number one more time.
314-324-4440.
Or you can always Google
the bagel loan.
Thanks, Stewie.
Good night, guys.
NMLS number 226715.
for this week's Fastlane Pick'em Challenge at 101ESPN.com. Show off your football knowledge and see if you can top the Fastlane and the dudes from the Rizzuto Show on the point for this week's top score. The top scorer each week scores a Bud Light NFL cooler stocked with 101 ESPN and point swag. It's the Fastlane and the Riz Show throwing down all football season long in the Pick'em Challenge. Enter your picks for this week now at 101ESPN.com.
The Fastlane Pick'em Challenge is refreshed by Bud Light, official beer of the NFL. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
All right, time for the Sports Six-Pack, but first, Marsh, you have an announcement to make. Discovery, if you would.
Wow. Well put, Anthony. It came to my attention from the 618, so I had to just double check. But Maximo, the Titanosaur.
Yes.
This is from the Field Museum website. Modeled from fossil bones excavated in Argentina.
Hey! And where is Argentina?
South America, Anthony.
Yeah. I'll trust your judgment on that. Sometimes I struggle with geography, I believe it's pronounced.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So there you have it. Marsh, technically.
Did Rome in South America.
He did, yeah, by 1 point.
Yep.
Where's
Not
our
wrong.
sheet? Where's the sheet? Well, the Gauntlet sheet. Where is it?
It's in the trash.
Let's see it.
Easy, jeez.
Give me the thing. All right.
You all right?
Yeah. Well, because
It says where
it says we need the exact site.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean, though? Because Marshy technically got it right then.
Means he answered the question correctly.
Rome. It's just a play on words. Bradford was getting cute with the wording. That's all.
Just saying.
No, I'm just saying. You got to let it go. Marsh already won. You showed more passion for this than left field / outfield on Friday. I don't think I haven't taken notes on that.
It's not true, Anthony. I tried hard to find a way to cheat and help you win, but
what?
We can't do that, though.
Cheat to help somebody win.
I don't need cheating.
We don't do that around here.
No, we don't cheat at all.
Not at all.
We're on to Cincinnati. All right.
He doesn't say that anymore, if you notice.
What school we have next?
I don't think he gives a damn.
Right.
We're on to Charlotte. No, you're right.
The 49ers?
He's like, who do we have? All right.
We're on to, I don't know. They'll tell me next week.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Question number 1.
All right, this one comes from neighborhood car guy Armin, your friendly neighborhood car guy.
Oh.
What are you fellas looking forward to when it comes to the Blues season? Is it a certain player? Is it the team going deep in the playoffs, or is it one specific player, etc., coach, whoever?
I want to see Logan Mayu. I want to see what the hype is. You got rid of a young player in Bolduc for this young man. He's supposed to be a stud. Hadn't had really many opportunities at the NHL level. I want to see I want to see how good he is. That's what I want to see.
Anthony?
Mine is just building off the momentum that you had a year ago. I thought one of the biggest takeaways from the offseason was the after-season press conference where Doug Armstrong said the retool, rebuild, whatever is over. So now it's like, okay, this is that next step. Because they were kind of, they were really ahead of schedule a little bit last year. And they could have won they should have won the Winnipeg series. So they're ahead there. Now it's like we're locked in because now this means, hey, when it comes to the trade deadline, you're now buying again, provided that there's something that.
If you're in the right spot.
Exactly.
For sure.
So I'm just excited about that whatever being over with, and now this is kind of the first season of we expect to contend. Now contend could mean various things, but you're no longer in that. We'll see how it goes. This team should be good, and I expect it to be.
I agree. I got a couple of things. For me, just a small thing I'm looking forward to see is I want to see what Milan Lucic looks like at camp. Call me a sucker for the old veteran that's trying to give it one more chance, but I am. And if he can play, I mean, this is a big, tough dude who will bring an element to your team that you haven't had in forever. So for me, Milan Lucic is kind of fun, just like a little side note. But the big one for me is I'm so excited to see Holloway and Broberg. This is going to be their second full season in the NHL. We saw what they were able to do. Both got injured last year, but Holloway's been out for a while. He's obviously hungry, training hard. Broberg's been working out hard all summer. I think these guys are going to take even bigger steps than we think.
Question number 2.
All right, from Mahomes' long body, what are your thoughts on Mahomes throwing a hit on a defender that was clearly giving him the sideline?
I am, and I know this is going to be an awful thing to say. Probably shouldn't say it.
Oh no, Ryan Clark!
Oh no, RC, don't do it! Don't do it!
Somebody needs to smoke Patrick Mahomes and hit his ass as hard as possible, or they need to change that because what he's doing, it is a bully.
It's misleading.
And it is a bully play. He knows when he gets to the sideline, he is protected. He can do pretty much whatever he wants to do. We saw this last year in the Texans game versus the Chiefs, where he slid late and the Texans got a roughing the passer penalty or an illegal hit, whatever it was, and they got a 15-yard penalty for roughing him up because he slid late. It is egregious what he's doing because it's unfair, and he's taking full advantage. But the moment somebody hits him in his mouth or hits him low, the entire city of Kansas City is going to be pissed off. And I'm going to tell you that he earned it. He keeps doing it, and somebody's going to smoke his ass like Drew Bledsoe got smoked when Mo Lewis hit his ass and put his ass out. Marvin Lewis is the coach. Mo Lewis.
He was on a roll. I should have shut up. Go ahead.
It's going to happen in that manner. And somebody, because he did it against the 49ers too, I believe, in the end zone. Like he continues to do that, and somebody needs to hit his ass square in the chest and let him know, stop playing with these grown men, because what you're doing is not right, and they're protecting you, and you're not going to stop until somebody knocks your ass out.
So I totally agree. So let's flip the script just for a second. Okay, we're all talking about the Patrick Mahomes where he looks like he's going to the sidelines, pretends he's not looking, and then blows up the defensive back or the cornerback at the last second, okay?
Yeah.
If it's reversed there, if in that moment the cornerback would have blown up Mahomes straight out of bounds into the sidelines, there might have been a flag.
It would have been.
Might have been a flag.
It would have been.
So that's an unfair advantage to a player at that point, and you're trying to protect the quarterback. But it's going to work the other way because there's going to be a game where it's out of reach a little bit. And Patrick Mahomes is going to be cruising over to the sideline. And somebody's going to say, I don't really care about the 15 yards right now. I'm tired of this guy doing this, and I'm going to go run right through his numbers. And if he reverse shoulders me, he's still going to get nailed. But if he doesn't, oh well, too bad. I don't like rules that are in place that create an unfair advantage for somebody.
Somebody needs to hit his ass. And like you said, Jamie, at some point, it will be a penalty, but it's going to be well worth it when you take it. Like, you're not trying to hurt him, but he is embarrassing people by doing that, and it's unfair. And it sounds like, oh, you're crying foul. But the moment somebody does not pull up and tries to hit him square in his chest and knock the air out of him, he's going, and the entire city of Kansas City is going to be crying when he's out for the year because somebody smoked his ass. If I was his teammate, I'd say, hey, bro, stop doing that. Don't do that no more, because what you're going to do, somebody's going to hit you and you're going to get hurt because you're not built for that. So don't do that. It's not cool. It's not okay. And you shouldn't do that, because I would be trying to find somebody to knock his ass out. Not hurt him permanently, but knock his ass out.
Yeah, just send a little message.
Yeah. I think it's ridiculous. Thank you.
Sports Six Pack Part 2 next on 101 ESPN.
There is a lot to be excited about when it comes to Circus Sports. Circus Sports will be available in the state of Missouri very soon in December, and Derek Stevens, the owner of Circus Sports, is absolutely thrilled to be able to do that. He created Circus Sports, the casino in Las Vegas, because he wanted to provide the world with the largest sports book. He did so, and now it's available in the palm of your hand. Download Circus Sports Illinois, the app. You check it out on the website or any app store for that matter. It's got great lines on futures bets, tight money line splits, and they have the best odds of any app that is out there. You don't believe me? Just download any other app, check out the odds. You'll see Circus Sports has them beat, which means, hey, you're getting bigger payouts as well. And I was talking to my guy Carey here today, and we're checking out the Circus Sports Illinois app. He likes the Cardinals. Big underdog play, plus 187. Miles Michaelis on the bump. Carey likes the Cardinals, and you should too. And you can find that all over there at Circus Sports Illinois, the app. Remember to download Bet Like a Pro today. Don't miss out on any of the action. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. After the show, we'll have Monday Night Football for you right here on 101 ESPN. Bears and Vikings. Pregame starts at 6. Kickoff is at 7:15. Coming up next, though, we have part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack. So get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Part 2 coming your way next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
All right, time for question 3 of our Sports Six-Pack. Marshy?
Question number 3.
All right, from Daddy, Twin Daddy. Twin Daddy wants to know, solely based off week 1, who is the best quarterback in the NFL?
Solely based on week 1? Oh, man. Josh Allen?
Aaron Rodgers? If we're isolating just game 1, like Rodgers had 4 touchdown passes.
Josh Allen had 394 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air, plus 1 on the ground. I'll say Josh Allen.
I would go with, if you're just going off of
2 on the ground.
You know what? I might go with Justin Herbert.
He looked poised.
Justin Herbert looked really good.
He did.
Against what I think is a really good Kansas City defense. I don't know what the hell Baltimore is defensively. I thought they were good.
I thought they were.
I thought they were too. Maybe not. I don't know. But I thought Justin Herbert looked really good. And that's coming from what you consider a Justin Herbert hater.
I love how you flip that. Instead of just saying, Anthony, you've been really high on Justin Herbert.
You think I'm a Justin Herbert hater, though?
Well, you call me a Justin Herbert lover.
Well, you are.
I appreciate his game.
Maybe I am. It's the first time that, they didn't run the ball more than they passed it.
He's opening up your eyes.
Yeah, because he's actually throwing the football.
You know what I like that the Chargers did is they weren't afraid. And normally you get in a situation where most teams get in a situation in a spot where they're facing Kansas City and the game is tight late, and they're like, "Oh God, just don't lose the game." I thought they kept the ball in the air, kept forcing it, They knew they had something on Kansas City's defense through the air, and they just put the pedal down, and they kept being aggressive. And Herbert, he was slinging it. He looked confident, calm and confident.
He looked good.
But yes,
question number 4.
All right, from the 314 hot take, Connor McDavid is so mad that he signs in St. Louis to play with Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg again. Do not crush my dreams. I don't know if that's going to happen, but Jamie, your thoughts on the whole Connor McDavid situation right now?
It's getting a little weird. I'm not going to lie, because for the longest time, Connor McDavid, following the season, said he's going to just evaluate, talk to his family, this, that, the other. Then he went as far as to say that he intends on winning with Edmonton. And then in one of his most recent little scrums, he said, one of the reporters asked him, what about a shorter-term deal, like a 2, 3, or 4-year deal, just kind of, so you're not fully committed, whatever. And Connor McDavid said, look, it could be a long-term deal. It could be a short-term deal. Said a few more things. He also said could be a no-term, meaning that he's not going to be around. So I don't know where they go from here, because the player clearly is wanting something from the organization that he has not gotten yet. What that is, I don't know. Does he not believe in what they have built from a roster standpoint? Does he want them to go get another player? Is he wanting a trade? Of course, none of that will become public, because Connor McDavid is very quiet, and he holds the cards close to his chest and all that stuff. But something is clearly not what he wants it to be. And if you're the Oilers, you better figure that out, man.
Yeah.
Because he has one more year, and then he's unrestricted. And if he gets to unrestricted free agency, you are not getting him back in Edmonton. There are teams that will roll out the red carpet for him. They'll pay him whatever the heck he wants. I mean, he is a generational talent. And so it's weird. It's going to be a distraction. And the media up in Canada, and Edmonton in particular, because of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, They're hounds. They're going to be after this every day. There will be something in the paper, the website, social media, you name it, on the radio, television, every outlet available will have Connor McDavid's situation. How that plays out then throughout the season as the team tries to concentrate on winning, which is what Connor McDavid wants to do at Edmonton. I don't know how it's going to work.
Question number 5.
From the 636, what are the top 3 teams' fans that seem to enjoy adult beverages the most?
Oh, we're talking about fans that kind of lose it at some point during their games?
Fan bases. I would have to throw Buffalo in there.
Buffalo's a good one. Philly.
They do pregame things pretty well.
Buffalo, Philly. Your standard. Chicago Bears fans are underrated. Crazy.
Oh, Raiders, if we're talking football.
The Raiders.
Yeah. Had a whole black hole place. They go crazy. That's what they call it.
2 different spellings.
Yeah.
They have a whole black hole.
Yep. Good. Well played, Anthony.
Okay, you don't have to look at me like...
I didn't even realize I did that. Yeah.
What is going on?
That one was not intentional.
I'm not getting involved.
He was shocked. That I would know hole and hole.
That I said it and you picked up on it. Like that wasn't even intentional.
All right, high five.
Yeah.
Let's go back to being brothers.
Yeah, always. You back up.
I am.
That'll be good.
Do we answer the
I'll say Bills, Eagles, Bears.
I wouldn't know. I've never been to a tailgate.
You're always playing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I went to one.
But it doesn't count.
I went to Philly.
Did you?
Eagles?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it does count.
Years ago.
Why'd you go there?
Hanging out with some people.
Okay.
Huh.
All right.
How was it?
It was cool.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Fair enough.
Good.
Question number 6.
From the 636, did y'all already play the lineup game?
No. Lineup game next on 101 ESPN. Hey, if you're looking for a one-of-a-kind fall event, you can saddle up for the Glennon Gallop. It's on September 20th. It's a thrilling charity polo match happening again on September 20th in Defiance, Missouri. It's not just polo. It's a fieldside party with tailgating, cheering, and community spirit. And here's the best part. It all benefits the Donnie Pediatric Center at Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. So bring your friends, pack your picnic, and claim your spot on the sidelines. And whether you choose a tailgate space or a carload admission, every ticket helps provide care for kids who need it most. So come for the action, stay for the cause, and be part of something truly special. You can go online to purchase fieldside tickets and details at glennon.org/gallop. That's glennon.org/gallop. You won't want to miss it. Again, it's the Glennon Gallop September 20th polo match in Defiance, Missouri. It all goes to benefit the Donnie Pediatric Center at Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. time to play a lineup game here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew
Carey's
Marsh.
excited.
What's that?
Carey's excited.
Yeah, he is. He's always excited to play a lineup game.
Yep.
No question. No doubt about it. Miles McColas will go on the bump tonight versus Brian Wu. Cardinals. Mariners. Wu. Right-hander.
Oh, boy.
Guys ready?
They don't score a lot of runs for Miles.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we still going to play the lineup game.
Sure.
Show us. You guys good with Newt?
Yeah.
Lars Taylor, Tetsu Newper.
International superstar.
Watch out, don't run into any walls or anything.
Herrera?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, show us. Ivan Herrera.
Oh, Yvonne. That's a French-ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant. Little cheese on my croissant.
So Alec Burleson activated today.
Yes, sir.
Does he slide right back into the 3-hole?
100%.
Yeah. I think so. Give me Burley in that 3-hole. Show us Burley in the 3-hole.
I thought I told you I'm a star. You're already acting like you're a star, and we haven't even opened yet.
So no Wilson. Gorman.
He's not playing.
Exactly. So Gorman.
Yeah, I think. Do we just bump up everybody? Yeah.
You know we do.
Yeah.
Show us Nolan Gorman.
Swing Serenade is brought to you by Gorman.
Dingers! Hang me a curve and I will hit. Dingers!
Hang on. Check my scouting report.
It's got to be win.
Yeah, Mason win.
Go ahead, Carey.
Show us Mason win.
Duncan! Bring me that
Is that what your paper said?
Yeah. Okay, let's go back a couple here. When it was Crooks the last time we played this game. I don't think it's Crooks. Do you? Righty? Maybe it is Crooksy.
I think it might be.
Show us Crooksy.
Jimmy.
Jimbo. Last chance carpool.
So who was it a couple of days ago?
Hang on. Let me check my notes here, Anthony.
Sajaci?
This would appear to be Thomas Sajaci for one of you gentlemen.
Go ahead and show us Thomas Sajaci.
Oh, yeah.
Richard, do I have
creative.
on my face? It really hurts.
I'm so annoyed.
I thought I hit you on the shoulder.
I really hope it's the last two you have down.
My face does.
Okay, so then it would be Walker and Scott.
Okay. Let's just stick with this.
Go ahead.
Carey, do you want to
Show us Jordan Walker.
Die for every ball. It's boring otherwise, plus it looks harder. The most important play in right field is what I like to call the janitor throw. Guaranteed out every time. I call it the janitor throw because it cleans up that are trying to take an extra base on you.
By the way, I was at the game Saturday, and there was a ball hit towards Jordan Walker. In reality, he couldn't get to it. But I'm sitting there, and I'm like, you got to die for that ball. Die for every ball.
It just looks cool.
All right,
do it, Jamie?
My notes would tell me that this is Victor Scott. Show us Victor Scott.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
All right, so Carey might not know. So, Jamie, explain why you're upset right now.
What's wrong? What I miss?
Because I hate to say like we've mailed it in, but like
not us.
Not us, the Cardinals. Because like when Contreras got like the one lineup before the suspension was Newt, Herrera, Contreras, Gorman, Wynn. Like Wynn was 5th.
Yeah.
And then the next game that when Contreras finally got suspended, here's the lineup. All they did is bump everybody up one. So then it went Newt, Herrera, Gorman, who's 3rd. He was 4th. And then you had Mason Wynn batting cleanup, Crooks, Sajaci, Walker, Scott, and then Fermin was the last one.
What else would they do, though?
So they just get creative. Mason Wynn is your cleanup hitter, Marshy.
He hits the ball well.
This team just won 2 out of 3. I don't know what we're
And 7 out of their last 10. Why don't you just go back to complaining about Mizzou winning?
I see what you're doing there. Scumbag.
Go ahead, Marsh. Run that thing.
All right, leading off in left field is Lars Nootbaar. Batting second, the DH, Ivan Herrera. Batting third, first baseman Alec Burleson.
Oh, wow.
Everybody, it just shifted down one. So your cleanup hitter today, third baseman Nolan Gorman. Batting fifth, the shortstop Mason Wynn. Batting 6th and catching is Jimmy Crooks. Batting 7th, playing second base, Thomas Sajaci. Batting 8th in right field is Jordan Walker. And batting 9th in center field, Victor Scott II.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair!
Go fair!
I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run!
The Splashback Deuce with a great call out. He goes, we want a set lineup. Get creative with the lineup. He's right. We have been the show, and that wasn't necessarily, I don't know if it was directed at us or not, but we've been the show that's like, hey, just do a set lineup. There they are. They're doing a set lineup.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Come on.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. Marsh, latest standings.
Yeah, Anthony's making some noise here.
Wow. So Jamie is still in first place. However, Anthony, you are sneaking your way back into this one with 24 points. 24 points.
Who's keeping track of these things?
He's right on my heels, man.
I'm keeping track.
No, you got 30
for sure.
You have 33.
No.
Carey, you have 18 points.
It's over like that
been a
Baltimore
while.
game.
Wow. And I have 6 points.
Oh, boy. All right. I'm just going to stay consistent. Nolan Gorman, please.
Yeah,
I will also stay consistent with Ivan Herrera.
I don't even know. Who'd you say? Gorman? Give me Burley.
I'm going to go with Newt Barr tonight.
The Newt. Marsh, I want you to get to double digits.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Oh, it is.
I mean, it really doesn't make or break
personal pride
the rest of my year, you know?
Yeah, but it's good to end on a good note.
Yeah, it is. Just like these Cardinals are doing.
Absolutely.
Got to play with pride. All right. Nope. Which NFL team? I'm Ron Burgundy. Which NFL teams changed our mind after week 1? This could be a good thing or a bad thing. Next on 101 ESPN. Well, as many listeners know, we had rain in the Stalter household that was actually coming in through the basement. We had 3 different companies look at it, and only one, Mosby Building Arts, figured out the real problem. It wasn't just the patio doors. They did have to replace the patio doors, but it was also the patio steps that were leading up and away from the doors. Once they removed those stairs, we saw plain as day what the problem was. There was a hole that basically was created beyond the stairs. Once they fixed that, and then of course replaced the doors, it was as if we had not only new doors but a new basement level right there, at least in that area. That's what Mosby Building Arts does. They don't just remodel; they listen. Every project starts with a home consultant who builds a plan around your goals, not theirs. From designers to plumbers, every expert is in house. They don't juggle contractors. You don't have to juggle contractors. No crossed wires. Everything is done with really perfection. They do such a great job. There's no delays that occur. If it is a delay, it might be on your end, not theirs. But they do such a great job of having everybody under one roof. If you want a remodel done right the first time, whether you're going with kitchen, bath, basement, new doors like we did, call Mosby Building Arts at 314-909-1800 or visit callmosby.com and tell them Stalter sent you. 503, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. You're not going to believe the latest story to come out on Caleb Williams and some of maybe the dysfunction in Chicago last year. We'll get to that in about 15 minutes or so. But which NFL teams changed your mind in week one? This could be from a good standpoint, like it's not a team, but Carey, you said Justin Herbert really impressed you, surprised you. Did any team change your mind either in a positive way or a negative way watching the games?
Me first? Miami Dolphins. I thought they were
obviously
horrible.
In a positive. Oh, negative. Yeah.
Yeah, they were horrible.
Damn, not good.
That was probably the worst showing of any team.
It was bad
by far.
There was nothing impressive about anything. I think they scored late in the fourth quarter. It was bad, and that's Daniel Jones is a quarterback that was signed in the offseason with the expectations to back up Anthony Richardson. Now he's thrusted into the starting position. And they were beating the hell out of the Miami Dolphins for the entire game, it felt like. I think Tua threw a couple of picks. It was just bad football. Wasn't good. Nothing impressive about what the Miami Dolphins did. And this is a team that has a lot of the same pieces back from, the last couple of years when Tua was leading the league in passing yards and Tyreek was running past everyone and Jalen Waddle was having a lot of success. And it's a team that scored 70 points a couple of years ago. They were terrible yesterday. So, yeah.
They allowed a score on every possession.
Every possession.
Yes, literally every possession.
Yeah.
Every possession the Colts had, they scored.
Yeah. That's bad.
It's not good.
That's a bad day
You're
at the
bad
office.
on offense and defense.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Dolphins are a good one.
I have the Chargers in a positive. I didn't know what to make of it. I knew Harbaugh would have a competitive team, but that team looked like it took some pretty big steps forward. Now, were the Chiefs on their game? Were they good? Are they missing players? All of these things are true. But that Chargers team looked well coached and disciplined and knew what they needed to do. And Justin Herbert also, like to Carey's point, looked great. So I was pleasantly surprised with the Chargers because I did not think they'd win that game against the Chiefs.
I came away impressed, even in a losing game, with the Jets.
Yeah.
Breece Hall looked fantastic. I mean, if you watch the game, he had 19 carries, he had 107 yards, but it seemed like every time he touched the ball, he was going for 6 or 7. I thought Aaron Rodgers played well. He's a bit of he's a statue. He got out of the pocket a couple of times on designed rollouts, but I mean that could be a problem at some point. But otherwise, going back to the Jets, that Steelers defense,
that was bad.
They typically don't fade until the second half of the season because they've been on the field. Normally, week one is kind of like their week. And I was shocked at what the Jets were able to do offensively to them. And I thought Justin Fields played very well. So I think the Jets changed my mind in a positive way. Marsh?
For me, and I know this team is probably going to be at the bottom of the league by season's end, but I was actually, I don't know if impressed was the word to use.
Well, who changed your mind?
The Saints did, man. They almost beat the Cardinals.
See, the Cardinals almost changed my mind.
Okay, so maybe that's that's the route I need to go with this one.
The Cardinals really they weren't impressive at all.
No,
I was shocked. How is that a game?
I don't know.
Well, Kyler Murray was sick coming into the game. There were questions that he might not even play. No, not that sick.
Oh.
Like, they didn't know if he was sick. I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
Blue Heron sick.
Nah, he wasn't that kind of sick, but he wasn't.
He was like Red Cardinal sick.
He wasn't all the way healthy, so maybe that's why the offense was struggling a little bit. There was a closer game than I expected, but that's the only answer that I could give you. Is they threw the ball 46 times. The Saints. The Saints. Good luck to those guys, man.
But Marsh is right. They saw an opportunity to at the very least tie the game late. That one really surprised me. Any other from surprising or
I had one that was
or change your mind?
Surprising and changed my mind a lot. More surprising. How bad is Russell Wilson?
Oh, he's terrible.
So bad.
Oh, my gosh.
So bad that Dable was asked whether or not he's starting on Sunday against the Cowboys.
He didn't give an answer right away.
They had reports after, like several hours after the game, like, nah, they're going to stick with, but you're right. They're going to stick with Russell Wilson. When I saw the reports, I'm like, oh, wow.
Did you see some of the plays?
Oh, he was awful.
Honestly, I thought he was blindfolded on a couple of them. He threw the ball so poorly that not even under pressure.
Yeah.
Like, just bad. Like, he'd never thrown a football before.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks for Brian Daboll for coming over from Buffalo, and the offensive coordinator did a great job there. He has been the quarterback position is the position that's going to get him fired at some point. Like, you can't continue to, and you drafted a quarterback in the first round. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's not ready, but hey,
he's going to have to be
probably to save your job, because Brian Daboll is probably him and Mike McDaniel are in a race for who's going to get fired first.
I completely agree.
So,
and McDaniel's going to lead for a while.
I think he's in the lead. I think
he's ahead by 2 horses.
Yes, he is.
Although Daboll's closing in.
He's a stalker.
He's starting to whip the horse a little bit.
Are there any players that changed your mind, or at least like how teams utilize some of their players?
Emeka Buka had 2 touchdowns, which I thought was nice. That was really good for the rookie receiver.
Yep. He caught the game winner.
He caught the game winner. I talked about Justin Herbert.
Koo.
Yeah. He tried.
Did he?
He did. He tried his best. Nick Chubb surprised me too. He impressed me a little bit. He still got some juice left in the tank.
What did he do?
He had like 42 yards on like 10 carries. He had average 4 yards a carry. Normal Nick Chubb things.
Yeah.
What Nick Chubb is going to do. He's going to average 4 yards a carry.
Sure.
You're going to have to give him 15, 20, 25 carries for him to, get going. But I thought he looked pretty impressive for, returning from that knee injury and being in a Texans uniform.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys think of the Seahawks game plan? Sam Darnold, he really didn't throw the ball that much, but Kenneth Walker,
I don't get.
I thought he was the RB1 there.
So did I, and then they were really feeding Charbonnet.
I didn't get that.
It's McDonald's, who is a defensive-minded coach. And if you look around the league, pretty consistently, if you have a defensive-minded head coach, every bleeping game is tight because he's trying to protect his defense. Mm-hmm. And every game is cautious and don't lose the game. That is my biggest issue with defensive-minded coaches. Not that they shouldn't be head coaches, but I feel like they often have the reins on their offensive coordinators. I mean, Raheem Morris did it too. Mm-hmm. Their red zone offense was putrid. You talk about throwing sideways. They had a play on 3rd and 7. They threw it sideways to Drake London. He caught it, fortunately, before the defender got it. That's how much everything was just kind of laid out. Mm-hmm. So I think with Seattle, it was the same deal. It was conservative play calling. We're going to try not to lose this game, and they did, and they deserved it. They absolutely deserved it. And I thought that even though Brock Purdy was pretty impressive yesterday.
Yeah, that game-winning touchdown.
No George Kittle. Juwan Jennings got hurt at some point in the middle of the game. I think he have a hamstring injury. I know he was dealing with a shoulder injury, but then either way, he left the game. Ricky Pearsall looks like he could play, but otherwise, he's not throwing to Debo and Kittle and Ayuk anymore. I mean, his weapons are more limited now in the passing game. I know he's still got Christian McCaffrey, but I thought he made some plays yesterday to help win that game. That's a huge divisional game, obviously. So, Bengals look good. No,
I don't remember seeing them on Red Zone.
No. Here's the thing.
Did you guys like Red Zone?
I didn't mind it. I didn't hear Hanson spoiling any of the upcoming scoring opportunities.
To be fair, I didn't either, but I am taking note.
Yeah.
He did do something that ticked me off, but I can't remember what it was.
Probably didn't show half of the entire Falcons and Buccaneers game.
They were off that red zone. I mean, they went a stretch, I think, of 45 minutes. I had no idea what the hell was going on.
We could have broke down the Browns' offensive game plan with how much they were on red zone yesterday.
They loved it. They loved the Bengal game yesterday.
In fairness to the Bengals, they normally lose that game.
Very true. They found a way to win.
They normally lose.
They tried to lose.
They did.
The Browns kicker said, "I got you, Bengals.
Yeah,
I got you." All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. I'd made mention of this. There is a new article out on Caleb Williams, House of Dysfunction. And it's like a 3-part series, apparently, about Caleb Williams and his struggles in Chicago. Certainly, the writer, Tyler Dune, was talking to a lot of people that may have lost their job last year. But some of the things were pretty shocking. We'll get to it next on 101 ESPN. Tyler Dunn of the Go Long TD website has a 3-part article, The House of Dysfunction, The Curious Case of Caleb Williams. Over their series, the Bears begin with a look at the quarterback in Chicago, obviously. His coaches from 2024 open up on a season from hell. Now, one caveat here. Typically, when you get inside information like this or access like this, it is from people that, one, do not want their name included, of course, and 2 are on one side of the coin or another. So if you have Bears, former Bears employees, former Bears players, and they lost their job maybe from a year ago because Matt Eberflus was fired or other those are the people that are going to be telling you stuff. Doesn't mean the information isn't true. It's just, let's remember where this information is coming from. So here's a couple of things. There was an infamous moment, December 26th versus the Seahawks, where apparently Caleb Williams ignored interim coach Thomas Brown during a heated exchange. He repeatedly dismissed coaching input, frustrating the staff. Brown at one point, Thomas Brown, the interim coach, interrupted on the headset, "Get your ass back here right now. Don't fast lane walk away when I'm talking to you." Williams remained unfazed, walking back to the huddle. There was also issues in OTAs, including Williams struggling with basic tasks. The Bears simplified the snap count to ready, set, go at Caleb Williams' request. Now, Carey, why would that be an issue if you always go on ready, set, go?
The defense knows when the ball is going to be snapped.
What?
Yeah. And when you do that, you got problems, man. If you can't, listen, I had a coach tell me if you can't count to 3, you can't play in the NFL. Sometimes you got to go on 3. Hut 1, hut 2, hut 3, or whatever your case. White 80, ready to go. That's just 1. And now we can go on 2 or 3. But if we're going on 1 every single time, I know for sure that those guys know for sure when the ball is going to be snapped.
They're pretty perceptive, aren't they?
They're pretty damn good. And they get paid a lot of money to harm people. I'm just saying, you want to take care of yourself, change up the snap count. And if I'm an offensive lineman, there's no way in hell I'm going on 1 every time. What are you doing, man?
You're going to kill me.
What are you doing? You don't see this guy with snot coming out his nose and his fingers turning white from how much pressure he got on him?
He knows.
He's coming this way. Hey, give me something different.
More frequently misread or miscalled plays from his wristband, so he would get the play and then take too long and then say the wrong play to the team in the huddle. Huddles were shortened, playbook dumbed down, veterans stunned by the concessions to a rookie quarterback that the Bears were frequently making. They also questioned his work ethic and leadership, show lack of preparation and effort. He skipped or zoned out in film sessions and lifts, misaligned with playbook during meetings. So like they would be on one play, he would be on a completely different one when they checked on him. Corrected veteran receivers on routes without experience. So he would go up to the wide receivers and say, "Hey, you ran the wrong route," or "This is the way the route was supposed to run."
Well, that would go over well.
How do you know?
Exactly.
How do you know?
Wow.
So what does that look like? Obviously they're playing tonight, Monday Night Football.
I need to change my pick. Too late.
What is this? Let's just say all of this because you did mention the caveat. These are from people that are probably a little sour right now.
And let's not forget, too, what came out a couple of weeks ago. It was the other side. It was Caleb Williams
saying he didn't want it. Why he didn't want to go to Chicago?
Well, yeah, it was, and it wasn't maybe necessarily him saying it, but
a report about him not wanting to go to Chicago because they weren't prepared or it wasn't a good enough staff or something along those lines.
Yeah, how Matt Eberflus and Williams would watch film on his own.
Yeah.
And that side came out. So of course now you have the other side.
So with that being said, let's just say some of this is true. What does that look like in a Ben Johnson offense?
Oh, he's going to have problems. It's why I keep saying I think in the first half of the season it's going to be rough. Now in the second half, if he does, let's say sometimes all it takes is one good teacher, right? If you have one good teacher, or in this case one good coach that can get through to him, make it make sense to him. Maybe in the second half of the season, Caleb Williams and the Bears will show immense improvement. If he comes out tonight and he's shaky and all the training camp stuff, we're like, hey man, this don't look good.
So the one thing that I do that I think you have the adult in the room in Ben Johnson. I mean, there were reports during training camp where Caleb Williams was struggling, couldn't get the play clock management, time management, and Ben Johnson was figure it out. Goodbye. Get the hell away from me. You figure it out. This is your job. This is what you're being paid to do. I gave you the play. Figure it out. And you do want to do that in training camp. You want to do that in preseason, not so much in regular season, but if you're training him and showing him how to manage time, how to manage the offense, how to manage that huddle, those are the things that you do. So I think based off of that and knowing that there is an adult in the room in Ben Johnson, I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But if he's unable to understand play call, I can guarantee you Ben Johnson not going ready, set, hut for a damn snap count. You're going to have, multiple layers to your snap count in order to have success.
Guys, do we see this being an absolute disaster possibly? Because when I look at Ben Johnson as great as he is, he didn't have to simplify his playbook for Jared Goff. He didn't. In fact, they had numerous trick plays up their sleeve. They had a lot of different looks available.
And Goff was on the same page as Ben Johnson constantly. Yeah.
And so the fact that he's having to, it sounds like, educate and, help Caleb Williams along here, that's going to take a big part of the playbook out of it. It's going to take any kind of deception out of it. Like, to your point, Carey, ready, set, hot, like 1, 2, 3, go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we're doing that, like this to me seems like a situation where Ben Johnson 2-3 weeks in might be like, God, this is done. I'd rather go with the backup.
Well, I think this goes back, and you brought this up last week, Jamie. Ben Johnson talking about Caleb Williams, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was like, we'll see what he looks like in the next 2 to 3 days to see how much we put on his plate.
He said that'll determine how big his playbook is.
I'm wondering if we're connecting, the dots here. I wonder if this, in particular, what we're talking about, has something to do with that statement. So I wonder how much actually will be on Caleb Williams' plate. And on the same side with J.J. McCarthy in this Monday Night Football showdown, I wonder how much he is going to have on his plate. I wonder if we see a lot of runs tonight, a lot from the rushing attack for both teams.
I don't think so on Minnesota's standpoint. From Minnesota's standpoint.
How do you see this game playing out?
I see Minnesota's defense completely taking over this game. I see a flustered Bears offense that doesn't do much. I see it very low scoring, at least on one side. I don't think the Bears win. I got the Vikings in this one. I think the Vikings and J.J. McCarthy look better offensively through the air than a lot of people expect. I think this is going to be like a 20-6 game. Now, when the Bears open up with 2 touchdowns right away, I'll look foolish.
I'll blame you.
I'll look foolish, and you can blame me, Marshy, but I'll call my shot. I've been right before, guys, just not often.
Who did BK pick again?
The Bears.
I'm feeling pretty good tonight.
The Bears.
Yeah, man, I'm on the Bears, too.
Who's an impact player for you guys tonight?
Ooh. The obvious would be Justin Jefferson. Yeah. I'll give you a different one. TJ Hawkinson.
Ushmanzada.
No, championship.
Different
Adam Thielen.
Oh, maybe.
I think it's going to be Jordan Mason for the Vikings.
You like that running game.
I like it,
Kevin
man.
O'Connell wants to throw.
No, give me Jordan Mason.
I don't care about your damn run.
And I said it last week. I think the logo has a great game tonight.
Jerry West is not. He's passed away, man.
Jerry West passed away.
Yeah,
Andrew Van Ginkel.
Especially a football player.
No, not Ray Finkel. Different football player.
Oh.
Andrew Van Ginkel.
Bless you.
What do you call him? He's got the long blonde hair. He's missing the mustache, but he looks like the Vikings logo. So I call him the logo.
I was like, why do you call him the logo? That's a shield.
All right, we've got Bears Vikings. That's a shield.
It's a 5 o'clock hour.
Yes, sir. Bears Vikings pregame at 6, kickoff at 7:15. If you're wondering, congratulations to the Rizzuto Show for winning week 1 of our challenge. Brandon Kiley, we already know, doesn't matter. Brandon Kiley will be shot in the rear end tomorrow by the airsoft gun he lost week 1 for us and himself, and he will be punished severely. We've got another Blues and Brews giveaway, so let's do that right now. Contest winner receives 2 tickets to Blues and Brews next Friday, September 19th at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Get fired up for the blues season at this outdoor street party featuring live music from the band Perry, plus appearances by blues players and alumni, food trucks, on-stage festivities hosted by 101 ESPN's Chris Kerber and Joey Vitale, and more. Tickets are on sale now for Blues and Brews, presented by Bud Light, 101 ESPN, 92.3 WIL, and Scott Lee Heating Company. Find all the details at 101ESPN.com. Here's your trivia question. What was the name of the Titanosaur from our Gauntlet trivia question today? What was the name of the Titanosaur from the trivia question today in the Gauntlet? He had a name.
And he was found in South America, and now he resides in Chicago.
Yes. Well done, Carey. Well done. What was his name? Send in the correct answer if you have it. And you're the 101st texter. So the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. You'll get the Blues and Brews ticket giveaway. By the way, the trivia question earlier today, Jamie, you had your hand up for it. It was, I'll have to look at my notes here again. The question, again, was...
Which coach
has blown 17 double-digit second-half leads since 1991, most in the NFL? Same coach is one of just 3 coaches to lose 2 games with 15-plus point fourth-quarter leads. Correct answer is...
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh, Ravens head coach. So that was the trivia answer from earlier today. We've got Bet the Board and Beat the Streak next on 101 ESPN.
With over 2 decades of family ownership and operation, my friends over at E&B Granite, they are St. Louis's trusted name when it comes time to renovate your kitchen, your bathroom, or maybe some of those little outdoor living spaces. They offer an extensive selection of custom countertops, cabinets, and flooring that cater to diverse tastes. That means they've got a bunch of different colors, different patterns, and styles that are guaranteed to bring new life into your living spaces. They're backed by a team of professional fabricators, installers, and, of course, the in-house design staff. E&B Granite ensures top-notch craftsmanship, personalized service, and prices you won't find with big box stores. For those seeking excellence in home renovation, support local and schedule a free consultation by visiting their website at enbgranite.com, or you can schedule an appointment with one of the in-house design staff. You can call them. Tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. That number's 314-645-9300. Or better yet, stop by the showroom at 6135 Manchester Avenue, and you can check out the massive inventory right there on site. So please, again, visit enbgranite.com or call them at 314-645-9300. E&B Granite, luxury for less in Missouri and Illinois.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals take on the Seattle Mariners tonight with Miles Michaelis on the mound going up against Brian Wu. First pitch tonight is at 8:40. Tonight on 101 ESPN, you can listen to Monday Night Football as the Chicago Bears host the Minnesota Vikings. Pregame starts at 6 o'clock with the kickoff at 7:15. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have Beat the Streak and Bet the Board coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
I want to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
Time to play Beat the Streak here in the Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. Our guy Caleb is back. What's up, Caleb?
Not much, guys. How's it going?
Going well. Nice job on Friday. Marsh, latest streaks, please.
Yeah, Caleb has a streak of 5 right now.
Nice.
Anthony, you have a streak of 4. I have a streak of 2. Carey, a streak of 1. And Jamie is back to 0.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right, so, Caleb, who are you going with?
You know, just got to take it one day at a time. Just here to help the ball club. Eugenio Suarez has Michaelis' number. We're going with them tonight.
Okay. I will choose. You know what? This guy's had a decent season. Give me Cal Raleigh.
Damn it.
I was just looking at his stats, and they look pretty good.
You might be onto something there.
Give me Randy Rosarina.
Whoa!
What'd I do?
I'm up next.
Oh.
You got a little carried away there, buddy.
Jeez, Carey. I'll let you have him, though. Give me Nolan Gorman.
What a teammate, Marsh.
Although you just
Thank
took Jamie's.
No, I didn't.
Oh. No, sorry.
Who'd you take, Carey?
Randy Rosarina.
Give me Alec Burleson.
I hope he hits a home run.
Yeah.
I don't think you meant that.
Just
No, I do.
Oh, that's right. You do have Alex.
I just wanted to stay with the pitch, drive it out. You know,
Out of the park.
Maybe he'll hit off the wall or something and
Yeah.
double. They'll drive him in.
round rule double.
Yeah. Go Oppo. Yeah.
Double taco.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
All right, Caleb, good luck to you, man.
Thank you, guys. Hope to see you tomorrow.
All right, see ya. From Beat the Streak to Bet the Board. All right, Marsh, what are our latest standings for Bet the Board?
Anthony, you have 2 points.
All right.
All of us have 1. My parlay did not hit.
That was a real thing?
That was a real thing.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Well, I was trying to get off to an early lead.
Oh.
You got all
I
excited.
still got the rest of the month to catch up.
I didn't
You
think
didn't even have to catch up.
No, not really. I mean,
Okay.
the last person
I tried
I
it.
thought would ruin my parlay would be Jamar Chase.
Sorry, man.
It's all right.
By the way, some rough news for the 49ers. Sorry, Tanisha in the snake pit. Adam Schefter reporting George Kittle is expected to be sidelined multiple weeks with a hamstring injury. Brock Purdy has a left shoulder and toe injury that make him uncertain for Sunday's game in New Orleans. Yeah, not great.
I picked looking better
Who's
and
their
better.
backup there?
The Niners have...
Jason Bateman.
I don't think it's Jason Bateman.
Well, you might as well be.
Oh, my word. It's Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Oh, wow.
slightly better than Mike Jones.
Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones in that draft.
Okay.
So maybe he gets his chance now. All right. Give me Marsh's Minnesota Vikings on the money line at minus 112. Vikings.
Who's next?
That was for you, Marsh.
Thanks.
What's the deal?
Well, I just, I feel like we're 2 on the Vikings. It's making me feel uncomfortable right now.
You and I got a 12 spot.
No,
and if it wasn't the Ravens choking last night, we would have had 13 in our pick'em.
That's fair.
I should have had 11.
You guys can go next.
Give me Justin Jefferson, first quarter, 15 yards receiving, plus 15. First quarter, minus 126.
It's a 15 on the nose?
It's 15 on the nose.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 15 or more.
15 or more.
Got it.
But if it hits 15, then it's a push?
No, it's 15 or more. It's not an over-under. It's just 15 or more.
So if he gets 15, I win.
Correct.
So technically, the over-under would be 14 and a half.
14 and a half. There you go.
Give me the Padres money line, minus 138.
I'm going to go with J.J. McCarthy, 15-plus rushing yards.
Okay.
So he likes to scramble a little bit. So
I like that play a lot.
Thanks.
I think J.J. McCarthy's going to be pretty good. Not as good as Janie's party on Saturday for his twin baby boys.
Yeah,
who turned 22.
It was the hat trick party because Carson's birthday's coming up, so we had all 3 of them. We had a little day party over there.
A little soiree.
Yeah, it was fun. We had Fred, Bert, and Louie pop by. Yeah. That was kind of funny watching them walk around the neighborhood and the kids, other people looking at what's going on around here. People sure are friendly. And then, of course, with small sliders. I picked up a bunch of sliders for the party.
Mm-hmm.
Kids were mowing it down. They had all the best stuff from Dirt Cheap. And then we had all the best stuff from Small Sliders.
Yep.
It's a great day. Wonderful day.
I love it. Nice.
Big thanks to everybody.
No doubt. All right, we have got a lot to cover in the final segment. Really just, what we learned, 3 stars of the day, and criticisms and compliments. But you know what? We're going to get to all of them next on 101 ESPN. Well, we've been talking about this Bears and Vikings matchup tonight, and Underdog Fantasy has got all your stats for you, and you can make your picks at Underdog and cash in big. So Underdog is available in Missouri, and you can play tonight. I like a couple of plays. They've got fantasy points. So Caleb Williams right now is just under 16.5 fantasy points. I think he goes lower. I think he struggles against that Minnesota defense. So I got Caleb Williams under that 16.5 threshold, lower 16.5 threshold. Justin Jefferson, I think he has at least 6.5 receptions. So I'm going to go higher on Justin Jefferson's reception total. And Marshy just made mention to J.J. McCarthy and his running ability. I think he goes higher than the 17.5 rush yards that is posted for him at Underdog. But those are my selections. What about yours? If you go to Underdog, download the app today, sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is Anthony. You just got to punch in my first name. When it comes to your picks, whether you want to follow mine, fade them, can play a completely different set. If you get everything right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash just for playing for as little as $1. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms. _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. If you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or the Dobbs Star Notice Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcast information brought to you by Shave Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Carey, what'd you learn today?
I learned that I like it when Jamie is the Mizzou bad guy. Yeah. Loved it. Well done, Jamie. Well done.
Oh, man.
Jamie, what'd you learn?
I learned that although your team may not have beaten anybody of relevance and that your quarterback hasn't really played against any relevant defensive players or NFL-bound players for that matter, that it's okay to celebrate rivalry wins. And you know what? I'm going to do better at just trying to celebrate wins against non-ranked opponents that I should blow the doors off of anyways. That's what I learned.
Doubling and tripling down.
No, I learned to celebrate those.
Celebrate the wins.
I'm not going to do like I did earlier.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to celebrate that.
Yeah, it seemed, the way you said it seemed loaded.
No, I'm going to celebrate. I mean, I'm going to celebrate like we won a championship. And I should celebrate like that because we haven't won anything before, so we should celebrate those games like that.
Hey, wow.
What? I'm being a lot more fun.
I was right, I think, with the loaded part.
I'm going to be a lot more fun. What?
Marsh, what'd you learn today?
I learned that dinosaurs apparently still roam the earth.
Oh. Well, of course they do. We saw it on those documentaries.
Yeah.
A couple islands out there.
And where are those islands, Anthony?
South America, of course.
Interesting.
Chicago.
Well, technically, I think they are in Chicago in the latest one.
Yeah.
Isn't that where the museum?
Oh, they go back to the museum at the start there?
Was that in Chicago?
I don't know.
I'm just staltering it right now.
To hell with it. What I learned is Carey doesn't think much of my intelligence.
I didn't say that.
You didn't technically say that.
Hole. And I was like, oh, yeah, that is.
That's not even the one I'm talking about.
Which one?
I'm talking about the shot, the gauntlet.
What did I say?
Marsh said something, and I said, well, I could see how you got there. And then Carey goes, well, yeah, you could see it. You could see that. You moron.
I just having fun with you.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun. I was also reminded in Jamie's rant that college football fans are the most passionate fans in the world.
Someone say crazy.
I just apologized.
No, he was telling.
Holy smoke. Like, as soon as you did, it's like you didn't even bother going fishing. You just threw the dynamite in, and all the fish just came to the surface. Mizzou fans left and right, losing their minds.
It was a big win.
Can you imagine what Mizzou guy was thinking?
Yes, I saw it.
Bird hat guy.
Bird hat guy?
Oh, bird hat guy.
I missed that guy.
Nah, said no one ever.
I hope he's okay.
He's probably listening right now.
What did I miss? In there for bird hat guy?
It was opening day.
I don't know how many
It
years
had to be
ago.
2022.
This guy comes up. He's wearing a decked out Cardinals stuff, right? I think he had like a
He
Cardinals.
Trojan horses it because he's like, oh, I love the fast lane.
Yeah. He had a cardinal bird on his, like the bill of his cap, like a.
And I think the wings even like did a little thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he came up hot.
You
Hey,
thought he
I
was
love your
joking.
show. I really love your show. You guys need to talk more Mizzou. and I looked at him in my smart-ass way, and I said, yeah, that's what I've been telling these guys. You should tell these guys we need to talk more Mizzou. Little do I know, Mark, he was dead serious.
Oh, he was dead serious.
And worked Jamie for about 3 minutes straight, wearing him out.
Did you tell him I don't give a damn
I
about
needed
Mizzou?
a windshield to guard me from all the beer spit I was getting.
Oh.
Yeah, he was ticked off that we don't
Colonel
talk
Bird
more
guy. We
Mizzou.
talked about him all day today.
We did talk about Mizzou.
Yeah.
I bet
All
he's
day.
happy today.
Yeah.
All
They had
day.
a big win.
Okay. Marsh, yeah.
Yeah. Just asked him.
Go ahead, Marsh. Marsh, go ahead.
Just check out social media.
The 816
Unreal.
texted in and said, Jamie is a villain today. Villain in all caps.
Why? Why?
That was one of the nicer texts.
All I said was, I love the Mizzou Tigers. I'm thrilled they won. I've put a lot of money into that institution.
Me too, actually. Jamie and I
don't know what I did wrong.
I paid more at Mizzou than I did at Illinois.
Yeah.
So
I feel
those
like
guys should be happy.
I've contributed to the football program.
Yep. Every dollar.
Probably.
Right to that school.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Congratulations.
Jamie's still getting them, too, in the snake pit.
I might get still some strays. He never won a rivalry game.
314 says Jamie's going to sit here and celebrate Cardinal wins when they're a 500 baseball team, but we can't celebrate a fun-playing Mizzou football game.
This is where you're wrong. I'm not celebrating any Cardinal wins.
Dang, not a one?
Nope. Not right now. Why?
When they make the playoffs, he'll celebrate.
Yeah.
Only 4.5 out.
When they make the playoffs, he'll celebrate. Right, Jamie?
But if the Cardinals get a big, series win against the Rockies, we'll celebrate that one big time.
They didn't, though.
They didn't. Yeah, that was
I said if.
Yeah, those were bad.
I said if.
Yeah.
That'd be a big win.
Yeah. And 636, you are right. Those were big wins against Duke and Western Illinois. Beat the hell out of both of them.
The only one I care about for you is the next one.
Fire up.
No.
Broncos.
No, there is no firing up.
Fire up Broncos.
No. There's no fire. No.
Oh, sorry.
No.
He said that pissed him off.
Yeah, it did.
It's the Western Michigan Broncos. That's it.
Yeah.
He said it earlier.
Yeah, you're not firing anybody up in Western Michigan. All right?
All right.
Now focus on the mission.
All right.
I want to coach. Hey.
Where is Western Michigan located?
Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo.
The zoo, baby.
Hey, let me talk to Coach when you get a chance.
All right. I'll text him later.
I'm hurt. Victolia is mad at me.
No, she's actually making fun of the previous person. Go
You guys
ahead,
ready for the 3 stars?
Yeah, sweet ass.
Spin that.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 stars of the day.
I know what told is.
Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
Don't step on the sponsorship. Ever. Yeah, that's why I stop like that. No, Victoria's, I think, is joking around.
3rd star of the day goes out to black holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's somewhere out there.
Black hole.
Yeah.
Including in Vegas.
Yeah. 2nd star of the day, Anthony, this one's for me and you. Non-athletes in sports media.
Good call. Thanks.
Yeah.
We love you.
I'll just...
You all were athletes, though. What are you talking about?
Well,
not professionally. That's the only ones that matter.
Nah.
According to Ryan Clark. Who I love. I mean, RC.
1st star of the day, of course, goes out to Maximo.
Maximo.
Yeah.
The Titanosaurus.
The
Titanosaurus.
I thought it may have been rivalry wins.
Titanosaur.
What is
Jamie.
it? Rivalry wins.
Yeah.
Jamie, what do you know about rivalry wins? Huh?
Nothing,
You didn't do a damn thing in your damn life.
They mean more when you beat a less opponent.
Okay, for Andrew Marsh, for a very sarcastic Jamie Rivers, for Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. See you.